You're listening to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about how we game.
Hey, folks, welcome to the Beans and Dice podcast, Thursday Night Live call-in show. I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob.
I'm Wayne.
And joining us today, special guest, one of the Childers' children is in the house.
Yeah, I got 3. You got 5, but I got 3 of them.
Do better. Get gooder.
Try harder.
I feel inadequate with just the one.
Yeah.
RB, welcome to the studio.
Hello, welcome. Thank you.
You're not even trying, Wayne. You're not even in the beginning.
You're not at the beginning. You're at the beginning of the beginning.
Yeah.
Or did I already win because I had one and stopped? Like
well.
higher at a certain age.
There's a thing of that. Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody's got to wipe my butt when I'm old. My odds are better than yours. Welcome to the show where we talk about not just family like we're doing there. We talk about board games,
Wiping
Thursday
butts.
night live call-in show. We do board gaming about how we game, but on Thursday nights, it's about how you game, or you call in and talk to us about what you got going on gaming-wise. And today's episode will include a beans. We haven't done a beans in a while. We're going to do a Give It the Beans on Bohemians.
Portal Games.
Portal Games Bohemians. We're going to get into our top 20 board updates. Wayne's got a masterful, large top 20 board to update. Ooh. I think he's got his Excel spreadsheet, hopefully up and running. We'll update the magnetic board afterwards.
The actual board this time, yeah.
And then we'll
is this the first time
RB's
RB's on the show?
Yes, for
really?
sure.
It's first time ever?
I think he's helped with the behind the scenes. He's done
That's
the
more my specialty.
He's run the computers and stuff.
Emmy's been on the show, right? But,
Emmy's been on several times.
She's a regular.
Emmy's a bigger board gamer than I am, I'd say.
She's very small though.
She's a petite little board gamer, pocket size, just like Carlos likes. You can throw it in the backpack and take it with you.
Pocket children.
Throw back to Chris Graffiti games. She's like a nomadic gardener of.
Yes.
There you go. Well.
But no, this is RB's first time on this side of the camera. He's engineered the show before, and we appreciate that. The techies. You've done playthroughs with your dad, though. So there are playthrough videos of the
West Kingdom series.
Yes,
those were really good. I'm looking forward to more.
Yeah, we didn't finish that series. We're playing.
Emmy might be home this weekend.
Oh, maybe we can record the third one finally, which is what's the one that everybody says wrong?
Viscounts.
Yeah.
The only one I own.
Viscounts. Yep.
English is hard. English is hard.
Well, is that word English?
Viscounts? Oh, no, Viscounts is not English.
Yeah.
All right. Wayne, we are going to do Give It the Beans.
Okay.
The beans for you folks at home who have not had the opportunity to join us for a beans, because it's probably been 6 months since we've done a beans, is our way to tell you more about a game.
I want to interrupt real quick. So just if anybody's watching who hasn't seen before, we have not opened the phones yet. So a scroll will go up at the bottom when we open the phones. We're going to do some introductory stuff. We're going to do the beans, and we're going to, I believe, update our top 20 boards.
We'll open the phones and then do our top 20
boards.
Okay,
there we go. So the first 20 minutes here while we're doing the beans, which is our in-depth breakdown of the game Bohemians, there will be no phone calls. But all right, sorry. I just wanted to throw that in there.
You're using that word in-depth?
Oh, it's kind of in-depth. We're not going to spend an hour on it, but yeah.
But I'll say it is in-depth, though, because we break down what the beans are, right?
All the important stuff,
It's kind of like hitting various aspects of the board game that would inform someone that may be looking to buy a game, is this worth buying or not?
And that's our hope, is that you don't end up like me with all this stuff.
Just games everywhere.
We're hoping to help you find the right games for you. So in the beans, we're going to give you the BEANS. That's the basics, the enjoyments, the aesthetics, the negatives, and the summary of the game. Mm-hmm. Wayne, hit us with the basics of Bohemians.
All right, so I'm going to start by reading a little description because I think from BGG, because it's pretty good. So in Bohemians, players take turns on the roles of artists wandering the streets of Paris at the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries, striving to create masterpieces while facing challenges of daily life. Bohemians is a card-driven game which players collect cards to find inspiration, seek muses, and manage everyday tasks. So the cool thing about this game is it is a deck-building game, but it is a deck-building game where you're kind of building a pool of points to spend, and then it's a pattern building game. So as you draw your cards, it's a standard deck builder. You have your deck of cards in your discard pile. You're going to draw 5 cards. Some of the cards give you a symbol which lets you draw additional cards. And then the interesting thing about it is most of your standard deck builders, you're going to play those cards for power points or whatever, and then just buy other cards which give you special abilities and go on. In Bohemians, though, you have to have this kind of intermediary step where the cards that you draw, you're going to create a day, and you have a morning, mid-morning, afternoon, and night. And as an artist, Bohemians, you don't want to work. If you do want to work, you have a card that is your working card. And when you play that in your tableau, you don't get a negative ramification. If you spend the entire day playing all your cards without working, you're going to get a negative effect at the end of the day, which can kind of goes into your deck. It eats up space in your deck and kind of messes you up every time. But anyway, so as you build your day, your morning, mid-morning, afternoon, and evening, when you play the cards down in the tableau, you're trying to connect them, and each card will have symbols. And if you connect those symbols, it gives you inspiration, it inspires you. So as you're having your day, if you have a lovely croissant and coffee in the morning, and then you meet a beautiful woman in the afternoon, that leads you to maybe make a beautiful painting at night if you're an artist, right? And so you're building this tableau together. And when you connect all those symbols, it gains you points. And those points allow you to buy more cards or let you buy muses, which are more cards as well. Muses kind of give you synergy bonuses where when you play a muse during one part of the day, it may sync with the activity and provide you an additional bonus. The basic point of the basic how you win the game is you get enough points or inspiration points to buy a specific card. I forget the exact name of it. And then the first person to 4 of those kind of like victory point cards wins the game.
Achievement cards.
Achievements. Because it's like you've had a great day. You created art and music and didn't have to work or whatever. And at the end of the day, you can simply buy that achievement card. But during the course of the time, you're trying to get rid of your negative bonuses, those negative cards for not working, while managing your the connections between your muses and activities. And so it's a deck building game with a twist, because it's not just draw cards, play the cards. It's draw cards, build your day, and how you sync your day up matches those symbols. Those symbols give you inspiration. The inspiration lets you buy additional cards and play the day. And you're going to keep doing days until such time as somebody has bought enough achievement cards. Now, one of the aspects of the day is if you build your day, if you're into the theme of it, which some of us are, some of us aren't, you can describe the day, right? You can go through and kind of narrate your day and talk about what each event does and how it connects to the muse and go on from there. Or you can just play it as a kind of standard deck builder. So that is the basics of Bohemian, I think. Did I miss anything, fellas?
I don't think so. You got the
couple things that I'll add in.
Okay, go ahead.
Which is what was my role in this endeavor, the solo aspect. So the game also includes solo play with 2 separate modes. So when I say 2 separate modes, there's the basic mode. In the basic mode, you're playing the solo game using the base rules that Wayne lovingly described over there. You're just playing on a turn timer. So it's using the achievement cards as an actual timing mechanism for how quick your game will end. You have to hit a certain number of achievement points before the achievement cards run out. However, they added this cool 3 scenarios. You can choose a scenario to play, and it adds a new player board with different setup, activations for the player board, and special rules that are all themed in 3 different ways. So in addition to everything Wayne described with the board itself and the game as a multiplayer, there are 2 ways to play solo.
Nice. I think that's... I can't think of anything off the top to add as far as the main play of the game. So I think you got it.
All right, so that takes us to E for enjoyment. So we're doing the BEANS. The E is enjoyment. Gentlemen, what are things that folks will enjoy with Bohemians?
So I think what, for gamers, people who are gamers and you've played deck builders before, right? This is a deck builder with a twist, right? So it doesn't just rely on the standard. It has that standard draw 5 cards, play 5 cards, or draw 5 cards. You may draw some additional, and each card has some additional effects. But it's that additional step of having to build the day and kind of figure out how to play the cards to match the symbols enough to get the inspiration to buy additional cards. I think that is an enjoyment that is simplistic. It's not super complicated, but it is that next step above a standard deck builder for me.
Nice. Yeah, and just to touch on that real quick, so the that is a thing that I like as well. That symbol matching. There's not the first game to do it. After Us is one I can think of. That's another deck builder that is exactly
Lawyer Up.
Lawyer Up, yep, is another one that you're trying to match those symbols to get extra bonuses or to get better versions of the actions. And this one, you're getting more of that inspiration so that you can spend those inspiration points. And then I'll use that to kind of dovetail into my first enjoyment part of it. Something that's a little different in this one that I don't know that I've seen in another deck builder is you have also in the game what's called an atelier board, and I looked up the definition on this in French. An atelier is a workshop for an artist. So whether it be a carver, a painter, any kind of creative thing that you do, it's kind of like your workshop. It's where you go to do that kind of stuff. And so one of the really cool things about this game is usually in deck builders you use your I always call it buy power. So whether you're whatever game you're talking about, there's always some kind of buy power or you're buying cards out of a market. But in a lot of the games you lose any that you don't spend in full. So you try to do your best to maximize either buying as many cards as you can or that one really high dollar card. In this game, when you spend those points either to take those achievement cards or to take better cards to improve your deck, any leftover points go on this atelier board. It's just a track of 1 to, I think it goes up to 20, because there's a 10 that flips over and goes to the other side. But then there are 4 different actions, and I won't get into the details of them, but there's 4 little mini actions that are free actions. Well, I call them free, but they're additional actions you can do on your turn to either manipulate the market so that you can maybe clear a row and refresh those cards so that you can buy something. They allow you to do little things that kind of break the rules of the game just a little bit. They're not major, but it's nice to have that ability where I can choose to save a couple of extra points to put on that atelier board, or I can, if I just can't use all my points, those add up. And after 3 or 4 rounds of getting those little bonus points, now you got a little bonus action that you can do that kicks in. So I like that part of it.
I also enjoy that board.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because I would say that's when you don't work in a day. So when you don't take your beggar, busker, artist, whatever card and use it, you're gonna get that negative, and that negative can be like depression, or my lover left me, or it could be like a sexually transmitted disease, right? or
all of them,
right? Or all of them,
or
right?
all of them, yeah.
But like the atelier board, one of the actions on the atelier board lets you get rid of one of those. Like
it lets you ignore one of those negatives.
One to ignore, there's one to like get rid
one
of
to completely get out of the game. Yeah.
So
and that's what I like about that atelier.
You got it. That was right.
Atelier board.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
The ability to reject a card. So in this game they call it reject a card, but in other games you might call it exile, right? Arnak.
Right.
It's called exile.
Yep.
Getting rid of cards out of your deck is a key part of deck building, but it's hard to do in many games. You have to find a certain card and you got to draw it at a certain time to be able to trigger the card to do the exile. Here you save enough atelier points, you can spend 6 and just exile a card.
Yep.
That's a great way to mill your deck, to maximize your deck, make it more efficient, get rid of the cards that are fluff.
Streamline. Yep.
Yep.
I also, Rob brought up the atelier board, I will bring up the double market row. So I think of deck builders like Arnak who have the double market boards. I enjoy that so much better than like a Dune that has the one market board. So like you only get one type of card or one offering. Your Tyrants of the Underdark, it's one row of market cards. Here you have 2 separate rows that provide 2 different style of cards, so it doesn't feel like the
activities versus muses.
Yeah, it feels like it doesn't feel like the deck gets the market row gets stale, right? Because there's options on either of these 2 rows, but then on top of that, whenever the first player marker rotates, that new player, I think it's when it's rotate, the new player gets to burn cards from the marketplace. So it kind of gets rid of that issue that I had with Dune, which was the market got stale. Nobody wanted to buy a card, and because nobody wanted to buy a card, nothing was moving. So the same cards were up on offering again. This like took that into consideration and put it right up front.
They fixed that with expansions, but this does it right off the bat. So
I
got to point that out. Dune's not broken. Dune is fixed. Anyway.
Yeah.
Tell me where Arnak hurt you, Rob.
Yeah, well, exactly. Dude's better than Arnak. But anyway. Anything else, Wayne, you can think of that's...
No, as far as enjoyment, I think that it's a not a super complex game, which I like. It follows the standard deck builder tropes, and then gives you a little bit of twists, which is intriguing, right? It's enjoyable. Like, oh, that's different. I like that, so.
Now, this next one was hard for me not to put on the enjoyment side, and that's the aesthetics aspect of our beans.
Yeah.
The BEANS, the A is for aesthetics. That's the artwork, the production value, like how this game is delivered. And to me, this was the part that really stood out for me. I'm not an artsy person, I would say, but I have an appreciation for people that are and the work that they put into it. So I've gone to plenty of museums to look at art and enjoy that with the family. I couldn't tell you what art is what, but all I know is looking at these cards, they are lovely. They're just fantastically drawn.
Yeah, the art's nice. The watercolor look to it. Some places they kind of run the colors, which is kind of a cool look. It mixes in with the colors of the board. So sometimes you're trying to match up blues or oranges or greens, and it's pretty clear in this game. I never had a problem really telling what the orange card was or what the blue card was. They're pretty distinctive, and so I like that part of it. Also, just kind of touching on that is the finish on the cards.
You can't keep going. You're going to steal all my
Steal your
stuff.
stuff. I haven't gone yet. That's mine now. I got that.
Yeah, so I'll throw out there, like, the cards are beautiful. What I
Yeah.
really appreciate, though, is that the sometimes in games, when the artwork is really beautiful and pretty, it can sometimes impact the gameplay. It's very clear.
The readability and comprehension of the card
Correct.
and what it
And
does.
how to combine them, and I didn't find that at all in this. Like, so the rules and the special activities on a card are very clear, separate, nice text. The symbols you can see in this picture that we're showing on video, for those that are watching the video, for those that aren't, check it out. The artwork is very beautiful, but it doesn't detract from the gameplay at all. It's a good combination between the artwork and the symbols, that they don't get in each other's way, which I really appreciate.
Rob, talk about the embossment on these tokens and Atelier board. I'll go there.
And it's all the way through. I mean, is it on the rulebook? Yeah, it's on the rulebook too. It's got some.
Well, the rulebook is
texture
linen
to it.
finished.
Linen finished,
right? But the cards, not the cards, the tokens and the Atelier board all have this embossment to them, which give them a texture of a canvas,
right?
Like for a painting,
Like a linen canvas or something. Yep.
right? It has that feel, the way they embossed it with that canvas, and that's just that extra little artsy fartsy like step that they put in. I don't know if that's a technical term.
Yeah, artsy fartsy. That's technical. Yep.
There you go, Ignacio. Hope you like that.
My dad would have said. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I mean it's nice. So the game feels nice, just touching the components so all the way through. I don't know that there's anything. I mean, the cards have the texture to them. The cardboard has the texture to it. So that again, that's a nice touch that they kind of carried that all the way through the game.
It's a very solid production value without, the cost to production value is matching, right? It's not like if you went super fancy with it, then it becomes more expensive. This is like a great sweet spot of, it's a really nice production value. It's a great look of the cards. The artwork is amazing, but it's not ridiculously expensive for what you get.
But they also gave it forethought. Like, look at this. Look at the player board, an example that I'm showing up on the screen now. The player board gives you an area for your
Draw pile,
your starting cards with your icons on the left. It shows you, here's where your draw pile goes. So this is, it kind of gives you these little icons, like place these cards here as
here's where your victory point.
Here's your work.
Go. Yeah.
Here's where your worker token goes. Right here are your hazards or your negatives. Here's the area that they go. So like everything has a place, all based off of this one little tableau. I don't even need a playmat. Right? So most games, I desire a playmat to be able to tell me where do components go because they don't really outline it. Here, they thought about it with the player mat.
100%.
Anything else on aesthetics?
No, actually, what I'll pop back to enjoyment for a second. One of the in the multiple plays that I've played of this, what I have enjoyed is that there have been different strategies. So, like Rob, I think in the several games I played with you, you didn't work at all in any game. You're
Almost
just
ever,
a total
yeah.
bohemian, right?
Yep.
And then I mixed and matched, working and not working, and then other people worked every time. And so that there wasn't necessarily one way to get to the victory, right? People had there were some variations in gameplay, which I enjoyed. So sorry.
Now there isn't one way to victory, but there are multiple ways to defeat, and I can I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I struggle bust. I have not won a single game either solo or in multiplayer mode of Bohemians. I just could not grok it. And that's where it takes us to our end for negatives.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was it for me, is I could not understand how to connect symbols. I also am one where I believe like working is important. Like I try to stay away from any negatives, any hazards that may come along, the hardship cards.
Works for chumps.
Yeah, that's what. And I felt like that because every time I worked, Rob would be getting 12, 15 atelier or inspiration points,
Yep.
and I'm just stuck at that 8, 9, sometimes 10, which is just like never enough to really get anything done. So it's a game that's gonna. It will reward replays, so you learn how to get that. For those folks who aren't going to play it over and over again, keep that in mind. I struggle bus with the strategy of the game.
I've got two big negatives. I could do one and then the other, but they are kind of somewhat connected. But I'll do one and then I'll give Wayne a chance to give one out there. The hardship cards. I was just looking here to see again what they were called in the book. Hardship cards. They can be a little adult. So, I mean, we've kind of joked around about that and gone around it a little bit. So you've got syphilis in here. You've got
Depression,
you've got
anxiety,
opioid addiction.
It can be triggering, right? Or that the adult have,
Yeah, so it's not a game that I would necessarily you could play with any crowd. I doubt, Carlos, you're going to take this to church and spread syphilis around. So,
I will tell you, I did play it at church solo.
Oh, okay. Solo. Okay.
Solo, yay.
I did play it solo.
Kept the syphilis to yourself.
I do love that card though. Like when you get the syphilis card,
The
rule of
mechanism
that
on it is
at
awesome.
At the end of every round, you search the deck for another one and give it to somebody else. So it's
Yep. So you're spreading the syphilis. Yep. So
Until there's none left, and then it gets really bad.
yeah, exactly. And then it turns bad for you. But yeah, so that's my first. Again, my other one's kind of related to that, but I'll hold off for a second. But that it definitely does have a deck builder with an adult tone. I guess it's not the first one. I can think of a couple of others.
Yeah.
But it definitely isn't going to be for every social crowd, for every occasion, not for probably really young kids, unless you want to spend some time explaining, some of these themes that they've put in there.
Yep.
But, yeah.
For me, really the only negative, and this is not like a brag thing. I think I won every game I played of this.
I think so. You beat me like all 3 or 4 times.
Aren't you God's favorite?
Yeah, I know.
I've been close
But
usually, but
you've been close. But what I've found is too. So and I think it's really just sometimes it happens in games. So one of the games we played, one of the person we played with, Chris, I think. He got 2 of the negative cards, the drawback cards, and they kind of played with each other.
Yeah,
so
played
that,
off of each other.
It just killed him every turn.
Yeah, he couldn't get the atelier points. There was, or I don't know if you remember. Yeah, there was one that stopped him from being able to take atelier points, and then there was another one that I forget what it was.
It made everything cost twice as much or something like that. It was like it was like it hurt it. Like so, he happened to in the first 2 rounds of the game get the 2 negative cards that synced with each other and just killed him.
And they kept coming up as a pair every time, which was the problem. So he couldn't get the points to then to get the card out of the game. And he had a miserable time.
So, and I think you can obviously that was just kind of a fluke occurrence. So that and I think in any kind of deck building or game like this, you're going to run the risk of you get a couple of cards together that are really negative and screw you over. But then I think I have benefited a couple of times of getting a muse and an activity that synced really well. That gave me a ton of inspiration points. So it's I think. There in the multiple games I've played, there's been at least one instance where a couple of negative cards connected and kind of messed somebody up, and me getting a muse or a 2 and another card, and the sync was just great. But that's kind of it's a negative, but that happens in most deck builders where you're going to have some games that just work perfectly for somebody and some that don't work as so good. But I think what'll solve some of that is there's already an expansion coming out, which will give you more cards, which will dilute that from happening potentially. So my negative would be that is that within most
hardships are hard. The hardships are hard.
And that's
hardships are hard.
My point. If you want to steal that, but that was my next one.
Was it?
Is that the hardships are penal? That's the right use of that word. They
is
are
it
penal?
Yes, are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, you can use a different one.
In most games, most deck builders, I should say, in most deck builders, you're going to have cards that do nothing for you. They're kind of like, oh, that card's crap. It didn't get me any
It's a
buy
kick or
points.
it's a
Yeah, it
this
didn't get
or that,
me any. It doesn't. It's not useful. It's just kind of a blank card. Arnak has that with the. Well, I guess you got the boots on the.
Well, yeah, but the fear cards.
The
yeah.
fear
But
cards.
even the fear cards you can use for certain.
Right.
Yeah, you can use them for traveling to camp.
But this game, the hardship cards, the bad cards that you get into your deck
Will mess you up.
they will mess you up. They will completely stop one aspect of something you're trying to do in the game. And so that could be a little, I could see some people liking that because that is, again, another twist from your normal deck builder. It's something that they did that's unique in this game that I haven't really seen in deck builders, that they've got cards in there that you got to get rid of. You know, if you're going to do well in the game, at some point you've got to get those eliminated from your hand. And then, like you said, that was going to dovetail into me for luck. There is definitely a degree of luck, as I guess there is in almost every game. But this one, if those card combinations come out and those cards come out in the right order, then they can really make it a tough time. The good part of that, though, is the game is only, once you learn it, it's, 30, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
And so you can crank them
Easily.
out and reset it and do it again. So, yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah, I think
get to our the
Well,
summary.
I
here.
think that's the one thing is it's a negative, right? You're going to have some bad games, but it's not a 3-hour game. It's a 30-minute game, 30, 45 minutes. Oh, this didn't work out. Okay, good. Re-rack. Let's go it again. Yeah.
So, Wayne, summarize. In summary, what we normally do is we offer our buy, try, or deny. We do our personal ratings on BGG. I know I do, but here on the show we'll do our buy, try, or deny, and recommend it that way. Wayne, how are you summarizing it?
So I'm summarizing. I really enjoy this. I really do. I think it's a really fun game. I think that if you love deck builders, this is a buy. If you don't necessarily love deck builders, but you like them, or you want to try a deck builder, but you also really love theme in games and love the, talking through your day and I'm doing this and I'm going to coffee and I'm whatever, it's a buy. So I'm going to land somewhere between a try and buy. I would buy this game because I don't really have a ton of deck builders in my collection. When I looked through all my games the other day and I was like, wow, I really don't have a lot of deck builders. Because I sold, I think, my DC deck builder and a couple other ones at flea markets in the last couple of years. So I would buy this game to have it in my collection as the deck builder in my collection. But obviously, if you don't like deck builders or you don't like a deck builder that has twists to it, it's more of a try before you buy. So I'm in between the try and buy.
I am in the camp of try. I'm not going to call it a deny because I am a fan of deck builders, but I put this one in the camp of the same camp I put Imperium in. So like Imperium Legends, Imperium Classics. It was that real hard. I think Captain's Chair, Star Trek one is based off of that. Mm-hmm. I'm putting it in that same vein. That this is a good deck builder with a very unique way of doing it, but it's something that I could not understand. I could not grok it. Maybe it's my pea brain or what. It's just above my level. So I would not buy it. I would definitely try it.
Is that based on both multiplayer and solo? Or?
Yes, because solo whooped me even more than you guys did in multiplayer.
Okay, so solo was a little tough too.
Solo was very hard.
Yeah. Mine is definitely going to be a try as well. I agree with Wayne. If you really like deck builders and you want one with a little different twist on it, then it's probably a buy. But for anybody other than I think a diehard deck builder fan, I would definitely try. Partially because of the theme is again somewhat a little more adult, and the fact that it can be punishing. It can be difficult if you can have a bad time in it. And it is a little more complicated, I think, than your average deck builder. There's a little bit more with matching symbols, matching colors, counting your inspiration,
matching your daytimes, nighttime,
right?
Evening, lunchtime.
Certain muses can only be played during certain times of the day, and so it is a little bit brain burny, a little bit of some turns. You may have one player at the table. You're all doing it simultaneous. I don't know if we talked much about that, but most of the game is simultaneous. Mm-hmm. And so that is nice that speeds up the game. But you are going to have turns where one person may just be stuck on some cards, and everybody may sit there for a minute or three or four and just watching that person.
And I'll add, I think in this group, so all three of us know the game now, right? So if we're at a game day, right, and we're in between games, this is one, hey, let's bust up Bohemians because we could crank it out in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So that I think adds to it too. It's not a very long game. Mm-hmm. So,
small box,
relatively small box. Yep.
Yeah. Well, you can, and I think that the speed of play adds to the summary of it's good to have somebody having it in their collection is good because if you go to a game day, this is a good okay, you're at a pub or you're at a game store and you've got 20 people all in various things, and you've got some people in between games. Okay, let's bust out Bohemians. We can play it in 30 minutes, and then we can get to another bigger game type thing. So I think that's another aspect that Bohemians, I think, fits a niche of. It's not just a silly party game or a quick filler. It's a quick filler with some meat to it.
Well, there we go.
That was our beans of Bohemians by Portal Games. For more content on board games, fun, other geeky goodness, new stuff, check out our call-in show Thursday nights, live call-in show every Thursday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern time, where we take your phone calls to talk to you about what you've been doing in the gaming space or even in the nerd space. We are the Beans and Dice podcast. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. And that's our Bohemians review.
That was a clip there.
Yeah. Cut that out into its own episode. For those of you that stuck around, that means we get to open up the phone lines and talk to you about what you've been up to gaming-wise. Wayne, it looks like I know where this copy is going. It's not staying in my library.
Yeah,
I'll take it. Yeah,
it's going to the
100%
Wayne
I'll take it.
library.
Yeah, because I want to play with my wife and her theater friends because they would love it.
Yeah, you had mentioned that. So that's going over to the Kruger Library. I do want to remind the folks at home as I get set up to open up this phone line that in the month of April, if you call in, we will put your name in a raffle for a series of board games that I'll be giving away. All kinds of stuff will be thrown in there for those that call in. So 813-618-7099 is the number. And I will give a bonus point to the first caller every time. Ooh. So each night this month, first caller gets a bonus point. Looks like somebody already tried twice. They're trying to get in here. Actually
Perhaps
3 times.
Texas phone number, maybe.
It's trying. Let's see. Maybe I should call it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, you're gonna do that? A blind call? Woo! No. Blind out call.
Surprise.
Trying to sell you something. Oh, he's doing something with his weird glasses.
I got to take off my glasses. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see if I can get this. How do I turn this? Do not disturb. Wait. No, I turned it off. Okay. So I turned it off. So it should work now.
Phone line's open.
We think. All right, caller.
You got the crawl up there? The scroll, the crawl.
Let's put the phone number up on the board. And we'll allow that caller to call in. Okay, so what do we do when we wait for calls? We usually do our Twig, In the News, and OGG. But this month it's the first. Oh, there's the caller. Beans and Dice Podcast. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hey guys, it's Chris from Texas. How y'all doing?
Hey, welcome to the show. And you are the first caller of the evening, so bonus points. Chris, Texas.
Oh.
Poppin' Tot, getting in the raffle. I'm looking forward to transferring a lot of these crappy games to your house.
Crappy games. Don't tell them that.
Thank you, Carlos.
Caller number 1. Woo!
Caller number 1. Put them on the board.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing our top 20
All
board.
right.
I heard you had a top 20 board.
Carlos, how are you? Do you have a Word document open or Excel document?
I'm putting it in the notes of our
show notes.
The show notes here in the.
Nope, I see
StreamYard.
it. Okay, good man. Got to get Chris's entries.
There you go, and you got the first caller bonus.
Oh, thank you, guys.
What's going
All right.
on?
Y'all ready for my top 20 games played in 2026 thus far?
Yes,
Thus
sir.
far, got 3 months down. What's rocking?
All right. So right now, I'll start with number 20 and work my way down.
Let us chime in.
So number 20 on my board, Sushi Go Party. Sushi Go Party, number 20. That one was a BGA play. A few plays on BGA. It was not an in-person play because I just had the anniversary edition.
Great game.
But I mixed up a lot of the different, options on several of the games. I get played like 3 times so far. And great options, great things you can mix and match and have fun with. And so that's my number 20.
My son Arby's here with us tonight, and he's a fan of Sushi Go Party. We have that on constant play right now on BGA.
It's just a game that's got so much variability with it that it does not kill to play 4 or 5 times in a row on BGA, because there's a lot of games that after you play it once or twice you want to take a little break from it, but getting the constant changing of whatever you got, your different scoring cards, just keeps it so fresh. It's amazing.
Now, my copy is the Sushi Go basic box.
Basic, yeah.
Like the vanilla latte basic. Is there a big difference there between these, Chris?
I like Sushi Go Party for all the options, but I like the anniversary edition for all the deluxe components.
All right.
Nice.
He likes both. Spend money for the deluxe
Buy 'em
and
all.
have the variations.
Gotta catch them all.
Number 19.
All right. Number 19 is Marvel Dice Throne. So, not the missions one. We have not played missions, I think, this year yet. I didn't see it in my plays. It was just the regular head-to-head. But we actually did a 4-player game. It was 2v2. I haven't played that, instance, that variation of it in a while, and it's pretty good. I still prefer it 1v1, but I liked it at 2v2. It was still fun. You share a life pool. You pick 2 characters, and you share that life pool, and you can help each other out. Obviously, if you heal, it heals that shared life pool. And so there are some cool dynamics to 2v2, which I like. And you can balance each other out. If one character is more damage dealer, the other one could be more tanky. And so I do like those options, especially if you have enough characters. And we have tons of characters for Season 2 and Marvel Dice Throne, Season 2 Dice Throne, even some Season 1 characters. So that's my number 19, Marvel Dice Throne.
Solid pick.
All right. Number 18. You ready?
Yes.
That's one I talked about last time I called in again. Trinket Trove. So this one is up to 6 players. It's 2 to 6 player game where basically it's set collection and you're bidding for turn order every round. And the person who basically bids from their hand a number of cards, the highest number wins the bid, or the highest number of cards wins the bid. So if I bid 2 cards and you bid 1 card and nobody else bids 2 cards, then I'm going to go first. And then you're just set collecting. You're going to take two stacks of cards. It could be a stack of 1, or it could be a stack of 2 or more. And you get to pick 2 lots of cards each round. And then you're basically just making your hand bigger and bigger and bigger over the course of 6 rounds of the game. And then you just score however many points you have in your hand at the end.
Nice. I haven't played this yet. This is not on BGA yet, is it?
No, it would be fun on BGA. I wish they would come out with an instance.
I bet it'll be out there eventually.
It's pretty cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think they just did a playthrough video on Board Game Geek. The Board Game Geek folks that do the tabletop games.
Yep.
They just did a video that Board Game Night, I think it is. Board Game Night.
Yep.
Yeah. Check that out.
They just did a Trinket Trove video.
Very cool. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a tiny box too, so very great travel game.
Sweet.
All right, 17. Rob, I mentioned this to you recently. Scar Bray by Shim Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
That's my number 17. Fun game, resource collection up the wazoo. It's like every resource known to man is in that game, and you just basically try to have the best engine, maximizing those resources, try not to get too much trash, or try not to keep too much trash, because if you get too much trash and too much stuff at the end, you get negative points. And so you're trying to kind of clean your board, convert those resources into points. So it's definitely an efficiency engine type game. Trying to do the best with what you have and be efficient.
I'm in my first game of it on BGA right now, and it's been brought to game days several times, and we've tried to get it to the table. It hasn't yet, so it's definitely one that I want to play because I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah, I've just played it the one time IRL. See what I did there? Kids, maybe take note. I played it one time, and man, it was over too quick before I even knew what I was doing. It seemed like we were final scoring and wrapping up. So I got to play it some more. I'm in that game with Wayne that we're just kicking off on BGA. So I'm hoping that maybe some multiple plays will make it sing for me, because I know like White Castle did not the first few times I played it, but gosh, it was just over so quick. I like the Phillips's bigger games. This is definitely a shrunk down version of some of his big stuff, but a solid game.
The White Castle of Shem games.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes by really fast.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, number 16, Castle Combo.
Mm-hmm.
And this was this was BGA and in person. So
Nice.
I've played it both this year. Two games of each, I believe, if I remember correctly. One on BGA and one in person.
I like it
All
a
right,
lot. I know
number
Carlos
15.
wasn't a big fan, but
Uh-huh.
there's an expansion coming. It's not out yet, right? I think.
It's out. I think it's out in Europe,
Oh, is it?
but it
Okay.
has not been released in the United States for distribution yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very solid game. I like it a lot. All right, 15.
All right, 15. I posted this in the Discord recently. Shelfie Stacker by Shim Phillips. Carlos has this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who else played this? I think we've all played it at least once or twice, right?
Yes.
Whatever. Quick opinions.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a game.
All right. I agree. All right. I just want to make sure I wasn't alone.
You can see my rating right here on the BGG.
what do you have it at? That's purple. Anyway, yeah. Okay. All right. No more needs to be said, I guess.
This
We're
was the first time that I think Chris failed me in his recommendations.
good. Oh, really? Not a lover.
Like
Yeah.
there were so many recommendations, like, oh yeah, that's a great game, Shelf Stick. Oh, that was okay.
Yeah. I kind of agree, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, but I like it because it has the Citadel thing where everybody picks a character from your hand and you have like a special ability.
Mm-hmm.
And then the character you select determines turn order. And there's a tiebreaker if you pick the same character. And I think with more plays, if you understand what all the cards do, and then you mix and match cards, like I was saying, Carlos, don't just go with the standard one, but mix and match which cards you want. It gets more interesting than just the standard setup. And then you're obviously placing dice and trying to go from, colors in each column, and then also from lowest to highest. And I mean, every time I've taught it to somebody, they've enjoyed it. I've not had a single person not like it. So it could have been that maybe the teeth wasn't good for you, Carlos, or, just wasn't your game too. But
I have it as an
introduced it this past
okay.
weekend.
I have it as an okay, will
Okay.
play.
Yeah.
I have taught it even, so I've taught and played
I
it.
played it 3 times.
So it's not a terrible game.
Okay.
It's just, man, you hyped it up. I really expected love.
Yeah. It's all right. Chris can be in the fringes for a few. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I do that sometimes. I do have some that maybe it's not as popular. Also, when you add the expansion content, it makes it modular. And I like it. Like you have a wish list that's unique to each player. It's a personal player goal. And you just have to have a certain combination of colors and pips on those colors. And once you do that, you flip it over and you score 4 points.
Okay.
And that's one of the little expansion modules I enjoy throwing in. And there's some other ones. To me, like one of them is you're a hoarder. There's a hoarder thing where you can take these extra dice, but then you get these hoarder things. And if you have too many through the game, you get negative points. So there's all these intricacies to the expansion. I definitely think it improves the game. But I also like the game much better when I choose which characters each game I want to use. Because some of them I think are better than others. They're more powerful. Some of them are a little bit easier to teach than others. And so that, to me, is the key with this game. You pick the characters you want before the game. You set it up that way for all the players. And then you play it with the ones you like best. And that, to me, that's the way to do it. With some expansion content, it makes it even better.
Okay.
So, all right, number 14. Rob just mentioned this on his board, 2 weeks ago when you did your board? I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Your top 20 board, Rob. Star Wars, the deck building game.
Oh, yeah. Love that game. Let's see.
Now, have you played the new expansion? Because I have ordered it, but I haven't played it yet. I just
I
ordered it recently.
Are you referring to the
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, not the Clone Wars?
Mando,
I have not
yeah.
played the Clone Wars version, but I did play Mando. I have not played it at 3 players yet, so I just played it.
Okay.
I think I've played it just once, where I swapped that in for the Empire, I believe it was, because you swap that in a 2-player game for either the Republic or the Empire, the Rebels or the Empire, and you play it. And I liked it. It did some cool new stuff with the. Carlos was making a thing, but with the Mandalorians and the smugglers, scum and villainy, whatever you want to call them. But it added some cool little interesting twists. And I think I mentioned it on a show before. One of the neat things is that they're not really trying to push the Force to their side necessarily. There's a lot of cards in there where they want the force to be neutral, and they get bonuses because they don't really use the force. They're not, on one side or the other of the force. So it adds kind of another cool little mechanism to the game that they're not trying to pull it to themselves. They're trying to push it back to the middle. So yeah, there was a lot of neat little things that it did, and I like the game overall quite a bit. So.
Very nice. Yeah, I like the kind of keeping the force track in the neutral position, getting the abilities for that. I think it adds a neat dynamic.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to trying this out very soon. So probably next week I'll give this one a shot.
Awesome. Yeah, let us know how it goes.
Just the 2-player.
Yep.
Yeah, just the 2-player. I would like to try it with 3 sometime too.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Chris. Now we're only getting to 13. We're 12 minutes in, so you're gonna have to rush through
roll
some of
on?
these
Okay.
and like pick out the
Okay.
important ones.
All right. I will go.
Time
quick.
flies.
All right. Number 13, Botanicus, which I think all you guys have played at least once.
Yep.
Wayne was not a big fan, but I think Rob likes it.
I like it.
And then I think, Carlos, you liked it too. Right?
I struggled with it.
Little
Okay.
gray bird.
That was-
Struggle bus.
Yeah.
Right. It was kind of the same feelings I had with Bohemians. Like, this is a nice game. The rules aren't hard, but figuring out how to win is very hard. At least it was for me.
Okay, the strategy. The strategy stuff.
The strategy was deep.
Yep. It was good.
Okay. Cool. Okay. There and back again. Hobbit. Hobbit there and back again. Number 12.
You've almost sold me on that one multiple times. It's been in my shopping cart. I have not to pull the trigger yet.
And it's good to get.
I think that one's one you would really enjoy, Carlos. So I think at some point this year you pull.
I think we were out for dinner,
I think you'll really
and I
enjoy it.
pulled it up on my phone to show my wife. Like, look at this game. It's got. I think you're gonna like it. Like, I was just kind of waiting for that hint of
Trying to.
I'm in
Yeah.
to like give me the
Tip
excuse.
the scale.
But
Yeah.
it didn't quite happen.
Yeah, I'm glad you're still liking it because again, I've heard that it's good for a couple plays and then it goes downhill. But hearing that you still are enjoying it is nice.
Yeah, I think you play through the whole campaign. You'd have fun with it, and then you'd probably go back and play your favorite ones again. That's my take.
Cool.
But all right. Number 11, In the Footsteps of Darwin with the Correspondence expansion, which Carlos had.
That was a solid sell from you. Yep. That was man. I just wish I had more time for the midweight games like that.
Yeah, we played it a few times. But
I got to take that one to church with me. The guys at church would love
yeah,
that
that'd
one.
be a good one. Yeah. In the top
Well, I
10.
taught it to
Oh, go ahead.
somebody recently with the expansion, and they'd never played the base game. And I told them what the expansion added. She's like, "Oh, I would never remove that from the game." She said that just makes it so much more interesting. I'm like, totally.
Nice.
So I just teach everybody with the expansion.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Next, number 10, Trekking Through History.
All right. Wayne's a big fan of.
I think we all own it,
I don't know.
or is it just Wayne and I?
Just you and Wayne, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got 2 out
Go
of 3
ahead.
on that one.
Yep, that's a good one.
Okay. All right. Number 9, Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle Earth. With the expansion, by the way. We played the expansion there, Carlos. I really enjoyed it.
I
It doesn't
still
add
haven't
much
played
to
it
it,
yet.
but it's neat. You have another little option. Oh, you have it? It's so
We were
easy.
so
to add.
excited about it when it
Because
came
you
out.
don't even have to use it. I mean, you can. So what it is everyone gets 1 point that you can spend on those heroes, and then to bring out a hero, it costs 1 point. Then to remove the hero, it costs 2. And when they go away, you get a more powerful ability.
But the points
So
are on
what
the
you get
board.
for these little
So you got to draft
correct,
certain
they're on the
spots
board.
to get the coins
Yep.
to be able to buy the heroes.
Correct.
So it kind of directs your
Yep.
drafting. I played it like 2-handed solo,
Mhm.
but I haven't got anyone else to play it with me. It just hasn't hit hard
Okay.
it hasn't hit hard in my house. And being a 2-player game,
Okay.
most of my 2-player plays are with the family.
Yeah. Solid game.
Number 9.
All right. Number 8.
Right.
Number 9. Or I think that's 8. Yeah,
Is it
it's
8?
on
I'm
8.
sorry. Yep.
Yeah, no worries. Video game champion.
Ah,
Shout out to Wayne here.
That's
yeah,
a good
Wayne
one.
likes that one. I haven't
Yeah,
played
it's
it yet.
That's fun.
Okay. And then going on to number 7, Architects of the West Kingdom, which I'm in a game with on BGA right now as well.
I like Architects. My
there's 2 of you
son
guys.
just rolled his eyes. He's not a fan of the Architects. He likes the other 2 better, but he doesn't like
That's
the
okay.
Architects. Yeah, they're all very different, but
That's okay.
Architects, yeah, I like the way Architects gives you everything up front, and then you get to parcel it out as you go.
I want to hear what I'll finish my board, but I want to hear from your son what his favorite ones
Go ahead.
are.
Arby, jump in.
Well, so we've only played
Okay.
the three so far. I think
You also played Wayfarers of the South Tigris, so you played one of the South Tigris games. But go ahead.
But yeah, I think Viscounts has probably been my favorite so far.
The West Kingdom. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Those games, they've rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. I'm not super into the art, and I'm not like super into the mechanics of the game and how they kind of play off of each other. So it's been a slower thing. I think Emmy has enjoyed them a lot more than I have.
My daughter. Yep.
But they're not bad games. I'd definitely play them again. But
But you said you liked Wayfarers. Wayfarers is definitely a step up in complexity.
And that's, I think, what it is. I think I just prefer the slightly more complex, a little more thought in it. That the first three, they feel kind of thoughtless when you play them.
Which are actually 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
because
no,
but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, I would throw in an expansion. If Carlos has one, if you get it from him, or somebody in your group probably has it, you throw in the expansion, it ups the complexity.
Yeah.
And then you throw in 2 expansion, then it's really brain burned. Then you got lots of stuff going on, which some people might not like it with 2 expansions for that reason, but I would say 1 expansion is perfect. I really like the second expansion.
Nice. I haven't tried them yet.
I don't own anything
so-
except for Viscounts because I bought it at a flea market for a really good price.
You still haven't played
My
it?
first real Shem Phillips game is still Ezra and Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
That's the first one that I was excited about and actually bought and actually have played like more than half a dozen times.
We need to play Viscounts. That's got to be on the soon to play list. Okay. So, yep. All right. I'm moving
Great.
right along.
And
Okay.
shout out later, I want to talk about the 2 new games from Garfield. We'll talk about that later, maybe in
Oh,
the
sure.
show.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on those. Okay. So we're moving on. We are on number 6. Stone Spine Architects. I think everybody knows that one, right? You guys have all played on BGA with me?
I think we get 3 thumbs up on this one. I'm speaking out of turn.
Yeah.
Let me know, Wayne, if I'm speaking out of turn. But Stone Spine Architects, Stone Spire.
That's Don Spire. Spone Spine.
Stone Spine.
I was going to say that before you started talking, but yeah.
Spire. I keep saying
I
Spire.
know you're going. No, you've been good so far.
Yeah,
So you're good.
Today, Junior.
I give it a thumbs
It's
up.
good. I
And I
like
think
it.
the other guys
I
have
like it.
given it a thumbs up.
Yep.
So did I just see news that there's an expansion to this that
Oh.
makes it like role player, or like
Oh.
role player. You create your D&D character, and then there's an expansion which lets you use the character. In Stone Spire, there's an expansion to this where you build a dungeon, and then you're gonna have people go through it, or something like that.
He said Stone
feel-
Spire.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
So Wayne did it now.
now.
Stone Spire.
Carlos messed me up. But yeah, I think there's going to be a sequel or an expansion that syncs with this, where you can then use the dungeon.
Hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I gotta look
Cool.
it up now.
Chris will
I
be
know
all
I
over
didn't hallucinate that. I know I saw it somewhere.
Okay. All right. Chris will be all over it.
You make the character.
Well,
You then run them through the dungeon.
Right.
And then you get them some pets. I think there's a pets one too,
Oh, yeah?
right?
Stone Spine Pets.
A cartography. Isn't
play a
that the
game
same
of role
world?
player, play a game of Stone Spine, and then do it and then combine them.
Right.
Cartographer's in that series, right?
Is that the same
That'd be,
world?
that'd be great.
Yes, you got to
Oh,
first
yeah,
draw the map
cartographer.
out to
You
lay
create the
out
whole-
where the dungeon's located.
Ah, you gotta find
You
the
get to the
dungeon
dungeon.
first. Build your
with the
character.
It's called the campaign.
It's called Just Play Dungeons and Dragons.
Love me some campaigns. No. Anyway,
Stone Spine Architects.
Spine, you pulled it out there. You were going the wrong way, but anyway.
Not with 5 kids, I did.
No.
Oh,
Number 4.
Tom Vassell quote there.
There you go. Yeah.
Number 5.
5. I can't
Parks, second edition.
Parks. I
Shout
like
out to
Parks.
Wayne
Mhm.
I still got
and Rob, actually, both of you guys.
Parks is a great
Yeah.
game.
It's a
Yeah.
good game.
All right. Number 4. I've been playing a lot of this recently. Several plays of Marvel Champions, the card game.
I've only played it once. I'm an Arkham guy. I just love the theme of Arkham, but I mean they're similar. So yeah, they're both really good games. Ron taught me this at Dice Tower, and we played through a scenario, and it was fun. But I found myself wanting to go back to Arkham. So, but yeah, they're similar games. It's just whatever theme you like. They're both great games.
I have not yet had the opportunity to play.
Yeah. I
So-
think
so-
if you like combos and deck building,
Yep.
and then just the variety.
Deck
that you have of
construction
the
or deck
characters.
building?
Deck construct. That's actually deck construction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like deck
Yeah.
construction.
So
So
Yeah, not deck building, deck construction.
So going back, sorry, it is confirmed. Stone Spine Architects Invasion.
Oh,
2027 release, an expansion that lets players defend their constructed dungeons against heroes. This expansion adds to card drafting dungeon building game where players act as architects, and you're going to train boss monsters to deploy minions in the labyrinth to defend the dungeon that you created against your opponents. So yeah, there you go.
cool.
Very cool.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. I will add that to my wish list. That sounds really cool.
Number 4.
So
Or 3.
number 4, that was number 4 was Marvel Champions. Number 3 is Raiders of the North Sea with the expansion because I
My
always play with the meat.
Favorite Shimfields game.
Like
Really? Carlos is rolling his eyes.
Me too.
That is my
Me
favorite
too.
Shimfields game. It is. If you like Lords of Waterdeep, this is.
I think
Yeah.
that was that was a
remember-
reach.
Dude,
No, it's not a reach.
it's one of those,
I don't
like,
agree.
it took worker placement to another level for me at the time that I had played it. This was years ago.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, I never made it across the water. Like, that's the thing that stood out for me. I could never figure out how to even get
sounds
my
like a
Vikings.
Carlos problem.
Yeah, well,
That's a
definitely is.
bad teach, Carlos.
Definitely is.
That's a bad teach.
We played with all
That's
the
a bad teach.
expansions.
If I was teaching the game, I would help you.
Yeah.
I would say, Carlos.
Oh no, they watched
your
me
goal is
suffer.
to get
Oh
over
no,
here.
yeah, that was
Oh man.
yeah.
All the expansions.
That was all the
first
expansions,
play,
max
all the
player
expansions.
count at a convention.
And you don't want to play with both expansions the first game, in my opinion. I think you just play with the first expansion, the Meat Hall one.
We
Balls
probably
of Heroes. is what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Raiders.
And
That's
yeah.
my favorite of his games.
Yeah, I totally agree. Rob's son, have you played Raiders of the North Sea?
Don't think I
He
have.
has not. No.
It's this worker placement game
Ooh.
where it's like worker placement, like 2.0. Like when you place the dude there, you're gonna get stuff, and then when you take the dude off, you're gonna get stuff.
He's played Raiders of Scythia, which is the streamlined version of it.
I have played that.
with
yeah.
it has the same mechanic, the put down and the take off. So he has played Scythia, which I like Scythia better, but I don't know. Again, I've only played the one time, so I played Scythia a bunch. I like Scythia just because it's more streamlined, it's quicker, you get into the action quicker, I think. So, but yep, good games.
Very nice. Okay. All right. And then number 2, another shout out to Rob here, Russian Railroads.
Oh, great game! One of my all-time faves. Yep, yep. It's not in my Hall of Fame quite yet, but what is it on my Ultimate Railroads, Russian Railroads, number 5 right now on my top 20. So yeah, it's good stuff.
Very nice. All
I
right.
think
and
you'll
then
get head nods for
finally
that one
number
from all of us.
Okay, good. All right, finally, number 1. You guys have all played it, and it's gone up in Wayne's book quite a bit with more plays. Dinogenics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's up there.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I need to get
And
more
they
games
have
in
more
BGA.
content on BGA, too. We added some last time we played, guys, some more like expansion modules that they threw in there.
Yeah, I think I played. Yeah, was I in that game? Because I remember the last time I played, it seemed like there was some things in there I hadn't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like a wild DNA. So
yeah,
you get like, I think you turn in 2 and you get like a wild that counts as anything or something. I'm trying to remember. I mean, it's the first time I played with it, but it makes it much easier to build your dinosaurs.
yeah. Well, I remember I got some kind of mutant dinosaur right at the beginning, and I could not get rid of him, and he rampaged every round, and so I was screwed from the beginning. But I assumed that there was some easy way eventually to get rid of him, and nope. I guess there's one card in the deck that if you get it, you can get rid of him. But
Yeah.
There is a lot of luck base in this game. It's very thematic, but man, it's like the closest game I've played to date was Jurassic Park, the board game.
Worker
Like flat
placement,
out.
yeah.
It's just fun. The events, the weather, it's so far my favorite of the dinosaur games, like Tiny Epic Dinosaurs, Dinogenics,
Dinosaur Island.
Dinosaur Island.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Dinosaur World. They have a
Roar and
couple-
Wright, played that
Roar and
one.
I need to replay.
Dice, yeah.
I need to replay Dinosaur Island. I own Dinosaur Island, and I think one of the expansions. And I haven't played it in a year or year and a half, probably.
Is that the one with all the DNA dice?
Yeah, the DNA dice.
Yeah.
No, that's got
I played it
the
once.
pink, like the hot pink 80s, 90s
Yeah,
look to
yeah.
it. That's the one
Yeah,
thing.
I
yeah.
played it once.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Which
it.
I really enjoyed it, but I haven't played it in over a year and a half, maybe over 2 years now at this point. But
Mm.
and I played a lot of Dinogenics, and I know a lot of people compare Dinosaur Island and Dinogenics. So I need to replay Dinosaur Island to see where it falls, because it may go on the sell pile even for Dice Tower East.
Now that we're going down the rabbit hole, Cretaceous Rails. I need to play that again because that was one of the top most checked out games
know,
at
but,
Dice
like,
Tower West.
I
It
don't
looks
know.
so ugly.
We played like
Yeah.
3/4 of a game of that,
Yeah.
and I was very mad on it.
I thought it was good, but I didn't
Yeah.
love it. But I thought it was
Like,
good.
for the price of the kick. It comes down
Yeah.
to price too. It's like the Kickstarter is like crazy. Like at the time this came out, it had already gone through Kickstarter, and to get a copy on the secondary market, it was insanely expensive.
Look at all those little dinosaurs.
It,
You can go buy them at the Dollar Tree,
I
bro.
was
Like,
like-
Yeah.
I know, right? it didn't wow me. Like we played probably 3/4 of the game of it before they shut down the library last year. We were playing on
Yeah.
like the last night.
Mm.
It was okay. I didn't see the hype.
I like I say, I want to play it again because I liked it, and I think if I played a full game of it, I think I might like it more. So I don't know. Well, we'll see.
Did you play the same game as I played? Were
Yeah,
you
I
in
think
it?
we did. Yes, it was with me,
Okay.
you, Pants, and
Yep,
Hershey.
and
Yep.
Hershey. Yeah,
Yep.
it was
Mhm.
good, but it wasn't like $150 good.
Yeah.
It was more
It's
like
expensive.
$79.99 good.
Well, if somebody gave me a copy, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, I like it.
is that a so on our
So if
reviews
anybody out there who wants to donate a
But-
copy of
but-
Cretaceous Rails, I'll play it.
for our summaries? We need to do a buy, try, deny, or gifted.
Just give it to me.
yeah, like gifted. But in reality though, it's true though. Like that game had been through Kickstarter, and it
Yeah.
was. I think to buy a copy of it, it was like $150.
Something like that. Yeah.
and
it was
like
over-
that, it was not worth $150.
It was over 120, I know, but yeah.
So
I
I
assume
think
you've never had no experience with this, Chris?
No, I mean, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I wasn't interested either when I saw it. I mean, I think I would like it okay, but I probably just compare it too much to Dinogenics and say I like Dinogenics
Sure.
better. And
Mm.
I've also
It was
got
a
everything
totally
for
different game,
Dinogenics. I have
though.
the Water Dinosaur expansion. I have the new expansions coming out. It's coming this year, actually, where they're adding a bunch of other stuff. There's 2 expansions now for Dinogenics, and I just don't think there's any other dinosaur game that could come close to it for me, especially when you throw in the expansions for Dinogenics.
Okay. Nice.
I'll be
Yeah.
willing to try it though, for sure.
Yeah, it was a fun. It was an enjoyable game. It wasn't horrible, but it was like as I was playing it, I'm like, I literally am thinking, I'm like, okay, all these plastic dinosaurs, and how much is this? I look up online, $150. Eh.
So you were stuck
Hell
on
no.
that. You couldn't enjoy it because you were stuck on the price.
True, but that's
Yeah.
a lot of it right now. It's like when you play these games, you're like, is it worth $100 plus for this game?
Mm.
And you go, well, no, just you know
Yeah.
what? If you take all those plastic dinosaurs and put cardboard chits and make it $80, okay, yeah, I'll play it. But like, I don't know. It's just it was overly pricey for what it was.
It's like the price of a CMON game. I mean, with all the miniatures, but you're
Or
not getting
or
the miniatures
or
don't
brass
look as
or
good.
the new brass game
Yeah, exactly. Or one new brass game. Yep.
or one new brass
Yeah.
game with cardboard money. Like, we're not going to
Yeah.
give you the cool piece.
They're just
You
printing
gotta
money
buy
on that.
Yeah.
Wayne, show me where Roxley hurt you.
Exactly.
No, I'm good. I am actually very happy the fact that I own Lancashire.
frozen.
Yeah,
We lost
Roxley just
That
cut
was
his
coming
internet.
back.
yeah,
There you go. That's what happens when you talk bad about
The game found's like, you're not going to besmirch us live during a campaign.
We got you back. You froze up there for a second.
oh, I did. Okay. I'm saying, like, I'm actually very happy with Roxley because I've got Birmingham and Lancashire that I paid $120 for with the clays, and it's that both of those are now cheaper than the new game, so I'm happy with that.
Chris,
Crazy
thank you so much for participating in our top 20. You are entered
Yeah,
into the
and-
contest for the month of April. So you have 2 entries for
Awesome.
being first caller. Every caller that calls this month, if you didn't know, every caller that calls in this month, it's going to be added to the entry. We've got a stack of games that we'll be giving away, including some really cool games like Dorf Romantic Light Luggage. We've got Flamecraft Duels, the brand new game from Lucky Duck Games.
Nice.
Very nice. And then as I'm leaving, I'm just going to plug Garfield Games. I'm not sponsoring them, but I do like
Sure.
their company.
Two
The
new
Great
ones.
Sea and Towers of Sipnos. I have backed Towers of Sipnos. Very interested in that game. And I want to see if you guys have gotten a look at it, but I will do that off off air here.
We have not, so we'll have to pull it up and take a peek at it.
Yeah, I've looked at both of them.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that a little later.
All right, hombre.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
Thanks for the call.
Bye. Adios.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.
Adios. Our Texas friend. Love it.
Vio con Dios.
We can talk those maybe in the news if we get a chance, if we get to that later.
813-618-7099 is the number. We're going to update you on our top 20 boards, and I've got a quick one, so I'll do that real fast, hopefully before the next call drops in. For the month of March, so in March's plays, I have Flamecraft Duels, Bohemians, Flamecraft Flip 7, and Orchard, the 9-player solitaire game. On my board, games so new to the board are going to be, because I've only got 13 games on the board, so they're all going up.
You going to fill up the 20? You're not quite going to make it, I don't think.
No, I'm not. Flamecraft, and then there's Flamecraft Duels.
Are you pointing to the board? Okay, he just changed cameras to the board.
I don't think I even have a camera for the
do I
board.
have a camera for the board?
Yeah, we're just going to talk about it.
Oh, well. I can hold the board here if you like.
Here, if you can write down Flamecraft for me, Robert, while I figure out where to put Flamecraft Duels, because I played that one before I played Flamecraft. Flamecraft Duels is a 2-player only, like uber deluxe game from Cardboard Alchemy. I know that Lucky Duck did Flamecraft. I can't remember if Lucky Duck also did Flamecraft Duels, but Duels is and I think somebody said it in the chat last week, and it made sense. It's like War Chest, but like Flamecraft. So it's pretty dragons. You're trying to lay them out on a hex board.
Pretty dragons.
Each dragon has a special ability that fires when you play them, and they do different things. It's going on my board above Compile. Oh gosh, no, because Tacto is garbage.
Is it really?
Tact is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Is it? All right.
All right.
Oh, you played it. I'm
I'm gonna separate these out here.
I only played online with you guys, so I can't necessarily say.
I mean, it's just a deck of cards, and you're just covering up dots. So I don't know.
Flamecraft Duels is.
It's kind of the game you play where you're drinking beer. Right?
I'm putting Flip 7 between Flip 7 and Harvest. I'd rather play Harvest than Flamecraft Duels, but right now
and
Flip
by
7
Harvest,
is
you mean
waning.
the Japanese version of Harvest.
Yes,
Yes, he's
the
got
Japanese
You
version.
can't see it, but he's got the Japanese characters
He
up there.
does.
I did my best. I don't know
Oh,
how.
good.
I mean, I don't read Japanese, so I can't correct you.
I've like
Give me
that is
Korean, I can get you, but not Japanese.
that game needs a US release so badly.
Yes,
I think Harvest
everybody
would be-
I introduced it to has loved it.
It is a great game.
Got to play some Flamecraft for the first time ever because Rob told me it was garbage. Never play it.
He said
Nobody
the same
should
thing to
own
me.
it.
I want to try it. It looks
It's
cute.
good.
It's
I like
fun.
dragons.
It is
It looks
good.
Very
adorable.
mid. Very mid.
It is a good
I
worker
didn't say it was
placement
garbage.
game.
I said it was doesn't mean
It's
garbage.
Fun. It's
Yeah,
fun.
it's
It's
alright.
going above Dwarf Romantic for me, below Foundations
Wow.
right now.
Minecraft that high?
But it has an opportunity to grow. It really does, because we haven't even played it with the asymmetric powers that you can add to it.
overrated.
Overrated.
played
It
with
only
the
sold
asymmetric?
500,000
Once,
copies.
yeah.
It's
I played
only
it, I
sold
think,
500,000
3
copies.
times, twice base, and then once with the.
They've only sold 500,000 copies.
Keep writing for you.
Let's see. Bohemians.
We have one up there.
I don't think it's on my board yet, so I want to get it up here. And then Flip 7 is already on my board. It's not that Flip 7 is bad. It's just I'm struggling to compare it to like
Real games.
real yeah.
Oh, you and your real games versus fake. All games are
Do you get-
real.
Have
You
gotten
live
Flip-
with this.
Can
I don't know how
someone
you live with
enjoy
this.
the game?
Have
Play
you
the
gotten Flip
game.
7 Vengeance yet?
Yes, I got the Vengeance and I
wanna-
played around with it,
I
and I
wanna
saw
get
that
that.
you can't mix it in.
Oh,
So-
and
Right.
Did you see that Walmart has now this past month made Sea Salt and Paper their game of the month?
I saw that.
Oh, I didn't see
And
it.
when you buy the Sea Salt and Paper copy at Walmart, it includes the additional pepper expansion
Oh, built into it.
built into.
But it's one of the tuck boxes though, the Uno style boxes, isn't it?
maybe I have no idea, but
But that's still worth it.
It was Flip 7 with everything because it wasn't a box you have to rip apart and throw away anyway. So
Which I did for Salt and Pepper because it was bad. That was a horrible box. Bohemians is gonna go above Tacta, below Flip 7. All right, and then finally Orchard Let me get an Orchard with a 9 on it. This is a solo only travel box game. Light, small, easy to play. Played it on the airplane. Put a 9 on there.
Number
9?
9?
9.
All right.
Because it's got 9 cards only. There's only 9 cards in your play. So Orchard, 9 card solitaire.
Oh, and we lost the board.
Hey, I will hold the board so people will be able to see it.
Is going to go below toy. Well, those are my BGA games. I don't count those. Those BGA games are going to fall off.
You were
I got to
counting
get
them at
toy
one
battle
point.
played. It's going to go above Tacta, above Bohemians, below Flip 7, Orchard 9 player. All right, so my number 1 is Shackleton Base. My number 2, Final Girl. Number 3, Foundations of Rome / Metropolis. Number 4, Flamecraft. Number 5, Dwarf Romantic. Number 6, 4 Northwood. Number 7, Raw and Right. Number 8, Harvest. Number 9, Flamecraft Duels. Number 10, Flip 7. Number 11 is Orchard. Number 12 is Bohemians. At 13 is Tacta. 14, Up and Down. 15, Toy Battles. And 16, TI4. And at the bottom, Compile.
Nice.
I'm going to put this board back up and fix it.
Okay.
And Wayne, if you want to share your screens and run yours.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys fix your screens.
Yeah, we can do that. See if we can get maybe a camera on it, or is that not a thing?
It is a thing.
All right, we'll do that while Wayne's talking.
All
Wayne's
right,
going big.
so,
There we go.
So I'm actually updating 2 months worth because I missed last month.
You did.
I
Yes.
did. So, the games here that you're seeing are games. The first month I listed 20 games, but about half of them were not half, maybe like 8 or 9 of them were games that I had only played online. So in the subsequent 2 months, what I'm doing is eliminating from my top 20 list all the games that I've only played digitally so far this year.
Okay.
And so Formula D, Fromage, Russian Railroads, Distilled, Maracaibo, Dynagenics, Orleans, Toy Battle, Terraforming Mars, Ares Expedition. No, that one I played physically and it's already off my list. And then Rhino Hero Super Battle also played physically and is off my list. So Toy Battle and Down were ones that I played digitally so far this year, but haven't played physically. I will say this: most of these games would probably make my top 20 list once I play them physically, easily, because they're all good games. Terraforming Mars, Ares Expedition, I played solo. It fell off my list because it's fun, but it's okay. Rhino Hero Super Battle, I love playing with my kid, but it has fallen off my top 20 physical plays for the year already at this point. So let me go up here. I'm going to go to my top 20. I don't know why I have. Let's go over here. There we go. So number 20 is Mlem, the space agency. We played that physically, and since I played it physically at Sam's house one night, I played it a ton of times digitally. It's a fun game. I love the push your luck aspect of it. You're basically cats on a spaceship rocketing up through the stars, through the cosmos,
Planets and stars, and
planets and stars, whatever. And you're either getting off or on based on the dice that are rolled, and the dice that are rolled are communal. So it's kind of like timing when you jump off to get victory points. But I'm really kind of enjoying it. It's a very simple game, but it is just a fun game. I'll leave it at that. So my number 19, Crossbows and Catapults, which is that you build I love the tactile feel of it. You're building a castle of like blocks, and then you have a crossbow and a catapult with little discs that you're shooting at your opponents across the board. So it's a 2-player game where it's kind of like you destroy the castle, and inside the castle that you build, you have little army figures, little knights or whatever that you put up. And once you've knocked over all the other opponents' figures, you win the game. So my kid and I love playing this game. So we love Crossbows and Catapults. It has multiple iterations. Crossbows and Catapults is the original 1980s name for it, which is where I play. But then there's, I don't know. There's been a Kickstarter from a third-party company, and then Restoration Games rebuilt Crossbows and Catapults. So there's multiple versions, but it's fun. Anyway, number 18, Acropolis. This is an interesting game. I'm still trying to figure out how to play it best, but you're drafting tiles that there's three pieces to it, and you either adding to your existing tableau, I guess you could say, or city, or you're building up, and there's different colors. So there's like, you have a church, or you have a field, or you have a quarry, you have a citadel or army base type thing, or whatever, and they all score differently. Some of them have to be surrounded, some of them have to be on the edge of the building, some of them have to be connected, and the more you connect, the more you score. And as you build that up, you then get some of the pieces have like star values in that color, and that's a multiplier. So you're kind of trying to combine that to figure out how to go up there. I'm enjoying it. I had played it online a couple of years ago and didn't like it, and then physically played it last month or February maybe, and was like, okay, now I understand it. Now let's play it online because now I understand it, and now I'm trying to really kind of figure out how to play it. But it's enjoyable. Not the greatest game in the world. Probably won't stay on my top 20 list very long, but it's been enjoyable. Potion Explosion. Not much to stay there. It's been around forever. Most people know Potion Explosion, but I really enjoy that game and enjoy playing with my kid and family. Just because of that you pull a marble and they connect and they explode.
Carlos,
Don't
you're
keep
not
going, keep
securing
going.
that very well.
Okay, keep going on. Carlos, good job. Zulk in the Mayan calendar, played this physically last month. I enjoyed it. And I talked about this last week or the week before, where it's like I played it physically, then have played it only online for so long that I've kind of forgotten some things. So I was enjoying playing this again physically because now I'm like, oh, that's what I forgot about. And the things you forget about when you play a game only online for a while, having played this physically. So I hit back my list. I enjoy it. Zulk in the Mayan calendar. Oop, good Lord. Double clicking. Let's go to Japan. Love this game. Love the tableau building, the building your itinerary through Japan. I have enjoyed playing this game immensely. I'm really looking forward to the expansion or new game. There's a new version. I think it's Let's Go to France. Is the new one coming out this year? Yeah, on its way. So I'm excited for that. And then number 14, Bohemians. We just did a huge beans of this. It's a kind of a hit for me. I really enjoy it. I love the deck building with a twist aspect of this game. The symbol collection. So I'm excited that Carlos is going to put it in my game collection because I'm looking forward to playing this with my family and my wife and her theater friends because I'm sure that the stories that they're going to build as they build out their days is going to be entertaining. So I'm looking forward to seeing that in action. Number 13, Hollywood Blockbuster, Renner Kinesia, one of the three big Renner games. You have Ra, Hollywood Blockbuster, and Medici. So I got to play this physically. I really enjoy this game. Love it. As you're building out, you're auctioning off and auction bidding for various aspects of building movies. And so you're looking for actors and guest actors and pyrotechnics and film crew and sound effects. And as you complete movies, there's a certain star value of that movie. Based on the star value is how many points you score. And it's a closed auction bidding. Everyone has contracts that they're using for the bidding. So when you bid 10 contracts, you're going to give those 10 contracts to the other players. So if you win a couple of auctions in a row, you're going to be very low on contracts, but all of your opponents are now going to have to be flush because they've gotten all the contracts that you bid on. So I love that aspect of the closed bidding, and that everything you bid in, you win an auction, everyone else gets what you bid for it. So it's kind of cool. Let's go up next one. Biblios. We've talked about that before. I love this game. It's the dual actions of the game. The first round where you're I choose you split kind of thing, where it's like I'm going to keep one, I give one to other players, and then we're going to auction off one at the end. And then the flip side where you're using those cards you've collected all game long to then bid on and win the cards that were left behind. So Biblios, great game.
I have been itching to play Biblios again. Like I'm considering putting it in my backpack and just like hoping an opportunity shows up.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yep. Draft and Write Records. Love it. Great. This is a game. It's a draft and write game where you're given cards and you have to draft those cards, and those cards then give you either musicians or symphony or combinations. You're basically a rock band, so you can either travel and tour, or you can create new records, or you can get some synergies. So it's it's your standard roll and write, draft and write, flip and write, where you're one thing leads to another, that flips another thing, that triggers another thing, and all leads to victory points. Really great game.
One thing
Uh,
leads to another.
What did you say? What did you
He's
say, Rafa?
singing over
I
here.
was singing
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing leads to another.
Yep.
But it
Pandemic-
leads to another and leads to another. That's the
Yeah.
difference with draft
Have
and
some
right records.
combos.
Yeah.
There's combo-tastic games, and then there's draft and right records.
Yeah, that is true. My number 10 game, Pandemic Legacy Season 0. We are now in April, playing the month of April. It has really ramped up. Loving it. Don't want to give crazy spoilers since it's a legacy game, but it obviously is pre-pandemic. It's Pandemic Legacy Season 1. So it's taking place in the 1950s and 60s, and it's the Soviets versus the Russians, and it's spy stuff. So it's really pretty cool. You have a little passport with your alias, and you're using stickers to give you a fancy mustache and a hat and whatever, but it's cool. But I'm really enjoying this one. I think I loved Pandemic Legacy Season 1, and I think this is ramping up to be equally as enjoyable. I
agree.
I think it's gonna get there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna rate this. No spoilers that it's not gonna be on my list, but I think I'm gonna wait and put it on my list at the end of the year as a full experience. So
Okay.
yep.
I like it. Yep. I like it. Yep. Number 9, Everdell. I've talked about that. My first play of this. It's been up there. It's fallen a bit because I've played some other games that are kind of above it, but I really did enjoy Everdell, and I would gladly play it again. Number 8, Video Game Champion. In the next month or two, I have to get you guys to play this with me. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Crossover with Chris.
Yep.
Crossover with Chris. It's a good game. It's not great. I'll say this. It's not a great game, but it is enjoyable. And the idea of going to the video game store and renting a video game and getting the comic or the magazine with the cheat codes and beating a game and then scoring victory points based on how many games you played versus doing chores with your parents. It's like the three of us playing it together. It'll be a childhood reminiscence of going to Blockbuster Video and hoping the video game was there that you rented last week, so you can rent it again, so you can use your save game, so you can keep going on. So,
And these are the type of games where I give so much forgiveness for like the gameplay itself.
Yeah.
Like if the theme can overcome a lot of there's so many mediocre games that come out.
yeah,
But if you make me feel a thing,
right.
it's gonna reach the top.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it is a very enjoyable game, and the theme helps make it very enjoyable. So yeah, Video Game Champion.
Carlos just wants to feel a thing.
Number 7,
Something.
Wild Tile. Yeah, number 7, Wild Tile West.
I gotta play this one.
This was fun. This was a lot of fun. It was you're rolling dice to place around a board, and you're drafting tiles, and it's polyomino, and you're playing them over your board. And those things, it's combo tastic, because when you play a tile, it overlays things, and those things let you fire cowboys versus marauders versus the bank heist. You cover up a building. It was a very fun game. I really enjoyed Wild Tile West. Number 6, Wingspan Americas. So obviously I'm probably going to eventually have a Spaniverse title. But I've talked about it in the show. I got to play Wingspan, the Americas expansion, with a little bit of the Oceania, which is the wild nectar, and it hit super good, super hard. It was great. I love the aspect of the Americas tiles with the little hummingbirds, which gives you bonus actions and triggers, with the wild nectar from the Oceania, which lets you play birds a little faster. And those two combos synced super good for me. I guess super good is the way to say it. Whatever. Super good, super well. Thank you. Whatever. I don't know.
Good.
10:30 at night. Mo good. Get better, bro. Right.
Mo better.
But no, I love the way that they interacted with each other, because it made the game faster in some respects. It allowed everyone to play birds faster. The Americas expansion had a lot of bird powers that let you refresh the bird feeder, and then the wild nectar really made it easy. So like it just hit, and it was
Oh
like,
wow! Between the wild nectar and then
Right.
the ability to manipulate the
reset
bird feeder, probably very few negative experiences.
It was not. Yeah, I didn't. There was never a time that I had where it was like, I'm not gonna be able to play a bird, or I'm not gonna be able to do what I wanted to do. And it was just trying to build to be able to do, not like I could do what I want to do, or I could do what I want to do. And if I get this, then I could do like trigger where I could play like 3 birds in one. Like there was several times during the game we played where individual people ended up playing like 3 birds in one sitting. It was like, witness me. Here's this bird, and this bird gives me this action, which gives me this food, which plays this other bird, which plays this bird, and it was a good combination. I think that using the nectar board from Oceania with Americas was a hit, and that might be the play. That might be the way I play Wingspan going forward, with as far as that. So yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, I need to try that because that is definitely my number one biggest gripe with Wingspan. It's the reason I don't really enjoy the game is it feels so much like you can't play how you want to play because of that field. And I know it's Emmy's another one of her big reasons that detracts from her playing that game. So we'll need to try that.
Have y'all played Finspan as a family?
We have played Finspan, and I enjoyed that one more.
Because that food system is completely different.
Yeah, and
Completely different. And I think
it drags the game.
The bird feeder.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it's just.
I think Wingspan Americas with the Oceania board with that nectar, and the benefit there is with the Americas expansion, you overlay the left hand side of the Oceania board. So with Oceania, when you get nectar, you have to use it that turn or it goes away, and it's kind of like end game scoring. But when you overlay it, then nectar just becomes a wild. So when you get nectar, you just have it, and you can use it whenever, and you can hoard it and use it multiple times in a turn. So the combination of those two really work well. So yeah, I'm excited for that. My number 5, Raccoon Tycoon. Played that with Rob. Love it. It's this auction bidding, railroady, market manipulation, stock market game, but it's fast. It's not super complex, easy to teach, and just fun, fast, quick game. So I
can't remember. Was that your copy that we played?
That was my copy. Yeah.
Okay. Because I might have to buy that, but if you've got it, you know me. If somebody's got it,
surprise!
There you go. Although, if we get to acquisitions, I have made more acquisitions this year than I have probably in the last 2 or 3 years combined. But
you may have made more acquisitions than Carlos and I this year.
But I don't know. I'm not going to Carlos.
No, I think so. I think so.
Stacks here around the table, but okay.
Yeah. So Raccoon Tycoon, good game. Carlos, you need to play it with us. I think you'll enjoy it.
Every time y'all talk about it, it continues to come up on my desire to play, but hard to find.
Yep. But I have it, so you can borrow it, or we can play it. So Raccoon Tycoon. My number 4, Raw. Raw is higher than Hollywood Blockbuster. I am really learning.
You're coming around.
I am coming around. I've mentioned this a long time ago. I honestly think part of my dislike of Raw was I've always played Raw, Medici, and Hollywood Blockbuster with my game group, Steve and Kevin and other folks, and I always end up next to and my buddy Steve. Love him to death. He's a great gamer. Y'all would hate him because he's such a good gamer, but he loves Raw, and it's like he will grab that Raw token just every time it gets to him, just to screw with you. He loves to, and so I think part of my not dislike of Raw, but part of my rating of Raw lower was always playing the game with somebody who plays the game a certain way. And as I've played it more with disparate groups and different
normal people,
regular players,
I've learned to love it more. And I think the new edition has made it easier to grok because of the layout and the iconography. So yeah, the Raw has surpassed Hollywood Blockbuster. I don't know if it's yet beat Medici, because Medici is just one of my all-time favorites. So it's up there. But,
I don't know if Raw needs it, but expansion's coming. We'll see.
Yeah, I saw the Dice Tower review of it. It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was more like it's good, but it's not necessary, but it's good. You know?
It was like an 8.5. Like it made me want to buy it.
Yeah.
So,
It's Raw.
Yeah, it's Raw. Number 3, Santa's Village. It's high on my list. It's gonna be high on my list.
Still up there.
It's still up there. It's the Christmas theme. I'm a Christmas elf. I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. Y'all see my house. I have my Clark Griswold with the lights. So I was looking forward to this game being delivered. I had hoped that at one point I just read it off that it wasn't going to deliver. It has delivered.
But Santa came through.
Santa came through, exactly.
Christmas
right?
miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. Every group I played this with has been like, this is great. And then like even Nick went to Dice Tower West and he taught it to One Mic One Game and Dan.
Yeah.
And even they were like, okay, this is pretty cool. It is a simple worker placement game, but it's the theme to me. It's the Christmas theme. Your elves building toys for kids and building your Santa's sleigh. It just hits. So yeah, this is going to definitely be. It's not a super complex game, but the theme really hits for me. I don't see this leaving my top 5 or maybe in the top 10 for the year easily, just because I'm so happy with the game. So my number 2, Pulsar 2849.
Yeah.
Played this game, loved it, immediately bought a copy. It is Carlos. It is Castles of Burgundy meets space game. And it's great. Love it. It's just thinky enough. I love the dice placement. The as you travel the galaxy, you get certain benefits and bonuses. You're placing technology tokens. It's a fantastic game. Really love it. I definitely want to play this a couple more times this year. I want Carlos to play it.
You picked it up too, right?
He bought it.
I bought a copy. Yeah, I bought a
2
copy.
weeks after he played it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we got. I want Carlos this year. You got to play Raccoon Tycoon. You got to play Santa's Village. You got to play Pulsar.
Dice Tower, man. We're gonna make this happen.
Yeah,
Make
let's
it
do
happen.
it.
Yep. And then my number 1 game, Shackleton Base. It's my favorite game of the year. I'm just waiting for a little bit of a sale, and I'm gonna buy it. Although Shackleton Base SETI, like that's a battle right there, man.
Oof.
Like you're playing
Not for
SETI,
me,
right?
but
Not for you. No,
We're in the middle of a game right now,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Said he's still
so
in for me, but
you will know the answer next month when we update our boards because
And
both
both of you
SETI,
SETI is number 1.
SETI and Shackleton Base are gonna make the boards
At 1,
next
2,
month, and you'll know the order.
yeah, Carlos is playing coy, but I'm on record. SETI's where it's at for me.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not committed to that yet.
Yeah. I think I haven't played SETI yet this year. I think if I played SETI or Shackleton Base a couple times this year, it's going to be 1-2.
We're going to play it a few more times.
I'm sure.
I just told Carlos we got to play Shackleton Base again soon because I want to play it again.
And I played it at least 3 times solo.
Yeah.
So with you guys plus 3 solo plays, I'm very much enjoying Shackleton Base.
Yes.
So I don't know if I can agree with Robert yet.
Oh no, yeah, Carlos hasn't decided. I'm not just playing there. I mean, when I said playing coy, he's I'm sure in his mind he probably has one over the other, but he's not completely convinced.
But I
yet.
also know it's a recency bias. So January came, we played Shackleton Base, and then I played it solo by myself, like in the kitchen table, for like the next 2 weeks straight, at least 3 times. So it's that recency bias that I was in love with.
I think honestly, this might be the year of space games for me. But between Shackleton Base, SETI, and Pulsar, I'm probably going to play all 3 of them at least 1 or 2 more times this year, and it's going to be like toss up which one is 1, 2, 3. We'll see. I mean, there could easily be other games that surpass them, but right now, man, it's tough. Like we played SETI towards the end of the year last year. We played Shackleton Base right in January, and then I played Pulsar in February. And I'm like, all 3 of those games, I'm like, oh my god, I want to play all 3, like again, like now.
I'm good with it, and throw in some, Terraforming Mars, Ares Expeditions.
No. Take the last part off of that. Terraforming Mars, Ares Expedition.
Right.
Anyway,
I'm down for the space games right now.
Yep.
Especially the next 10 days with the
launch.
Artemis up there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super stoked. That's why we got to do. Okay, so like I told Rob, we were talking about what to play tonight. And like, if we play SETI tonight, that coincides with the launch from yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like we're launching stuff in SETI, right?
Into space.
And then like next week, let's play Shackleton Base. It'll be 7 days from now. they'll be coming about like leaving the moon.
Yeah, they're
Right.
scouting. They're scouting the Shackleton crater. Yeah, next
Or-
next week.
I think next Thursday we could probably all play. I can bring Pulsar and you can give Pulsar.
Just
a
play
More
them
space
all. Let's
games.
do it all day. I'm going to blow off work. Let's just do it all day.
Done. We'll call in sick next Thursday. And
All
just
three of us
all
won't be suspicious that we have a show
Not-
Thursday night. We're all calling sick on Thursday.
We all
Our
walk
work
into
doesn't
HR
know.
and
My
they
work
have our
doesn't
show
know.
playing. We want you to rewind right here to your episode.
That's
you-
not
you
evidence.
said
The
you
show is
called in
after
sick.
work.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, that's your top 20.
It's my top 20. Yeah.
All right, we get to the fun stuff too here. We're going to go do Rob's top 20.
Yeah.
However, we've got the peanut gallery here.
Oh, so he's going to
So
criticize.
what else does he do?
We got to do this quickly.
That's what he does
We got
well.
20 minutes. We got to knock this
So
out quick.
Rob's going to knock out his top 20 board.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
we've got RB in the peanut gallery who gets to comment on things
Rob's
as they
gonna-
move around.
Be real quick.
Oh, no, I'm going to be quick. Yeah, we're running a little low on time. And I wanted to hit some other topics tonight, so I'm going to try to go real quick here. So I'm adding 7 games to my list, and
Wow.
I wanted to go into my plays at Sobo a couple weeks ago. A lot of
We
the
haven't even
games.
talked about Sobo yet. Geez.
Yeah, I know. So there was lots of things. I wanted to hit Sobo. I wanted to hit some in the news. But anyway, most of these games were plays of mine at Sobo. A couple of them, no, actually, almost all of them are brand new plays to me. So so this will be kind of my Sobo in a nutshell. Just real quick, Sobo Southern Board Game Festival, Lafayette, Louisiana. Great time again. BJ, Mitchell, all the guys down there. I can name them all, but great hosts doing a great event. Couple hundred people there. They changed locations to a different location the last couple years. I missed last year, so this was my first year back. They are looking for a bigger space next year. So it is a growing thing, which is awesome. But these guys are doing it right. It's lots of fun. It's just gaming. There's play to wins, tons of play to wins. They give away 30, 40, 50 games in the play to wins over just a 2.5 day convention. I could go into a lot of detail. I don't want to waste a bunch of time, but congrats to those guys again for putting off another great convention. I told them I was going to drag you guys down there maybe next year so we can all go.
Well, I told them what our spring break looks like so far. So if they can get it like on either bookend of that spring break, it may be able to happen.
Mitchell's pretty sure he's going to be here for East, so we can all talk about it at
and
East.
even BJ maybe suggested he might come out to East too. Which would
Oh,
be
really?
amazing. But yeah,
Nice. I didn't get to spend as much time with BJ as I'd hoped. He was real busy kind of running things. Mitchell took a new role this year. He was helping on all the setup end of it, but he did very little during the convention, so he gamed with me almost the whole time, and I appreciate that also, Mitchell. You didn't have to stick with me the whole weekend, but you did, and I appreciate you introducing me to people, and we got the word out a little bit about the show. I gave away stickers, and we had so much to go into. The tournament. Go ahead.
I'll throw out there real quick is if you haven't listened to the BJ the Board Game Gumbo show, they had a podcast last week where they talked about the show and they actually shouted out Rob, you attending multiple times. Carlos, they shouted out you and the trophy you made for the Unmatched tournament. They really shouted our show several times. So like the Southern Board Game Festival and BJ and the Board Game Gumbo show, y'all need to subscribe to them because they're great people and they're amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, good time.
Valid.
I played 14 games in my 2.5 days out there. I won't bring up the whole list, but again, a lot of these are going to show up on my top 20. So anyway, jump into the top 20. My top 20 for 2026 as of March. So we're 3 months in. And I'm going to add 7 games. I believe I have 15 here on the list right now. So that means 2 games are coming off. So I'm just going to pull those off right away to kind of make this a little easier. Tacta, it's a game. Done.
There are cards.
Yeah, there's cards, and you cover up stuff. But anyway, Raw and Right. I liked Raw and Right. That was a fun game. So I am a little sad to see this come off.
We will get it to the table again with more players. I think we played 2-player.
2-player. Yeah,
That's part of it.
okay. So
When we hit the full 5, I think it'll feel more rawish.
Yeah. I want to play it again with more people. I liked it. It was a fun game. It was a pretty light little roll.
But it's a nicer version of Raw. You don't have any of like Wayne's jerk friends. Like
jerk friend, jerk face.
I'm not a jerk friend. He's a great friend, but
I know, I kid. We love you.
All right. Mlim was on my list at 13. It's going to slide down to 19. I'm going to put one game below Mlim. And this, I like Mlim because it's push your luck. I love push your luck. So I agree with Wayne. It was on his list. I think it was 18, 19, something on your list there, Wayne. So it's going to go right around that with me. It is a very light push your luck game, which I like. It's very much in the game of Celestia. I played that with RB's here. We played that a lot when he was younger, and Emmy, and they really liked the pressure luck kind of thing. So anyway, Mlim's going to slide down. Popcorn is a game I played on BGA several times, and I got a chance to play it for the first time IRL in real life on the table. I'm going to kill that. You're going to be sick of it.
We already were.
Already? Oh, I got at least 4 more times. I'm dropping it here. But anyway, first time I played it on the tabletop at Sobo, and it's a fun game. It's light. It's fairly quick. You're building out not building a theater. You're putting movies in your theater. You're upgrading.
Okay,
the seats.
now I know what you're talking about. I was so curious what you're talking about.
You're slotting in some movies. You're trying to match up colors. You're drawing out of a bag. It's a bag puller. You're seeding some people in there, 4 different colors, and then there's a white that's kind of a semi-wild. But anyway, you're pulling them out. You're trying to match them up to the color of the movie to give you bonuses with whatever the movie does. You're trying to put them in seats that match their color to give you little bonuses that are printed on the seats. You got a little popcorn bucket. You're getting these little popcorn pieces that you're throwing in there, which are your victory points. A fun, light. This is definitely a family weight game. A little bit of thinky. There's a little bit going on there. But Popcorn, it's going to hit my list at number 20. All right, so just above that, I'm doing this on the fly. I've got all my games written down, and I've got them ranked for the new ones. My next one is going to be Bohemians. Bohemians is going to come on my list at 18. I do like Bohemians. Again, it's beat out several games that I've played, a handful of games that I've played this year. It's going to go down here at 18, though, just because of the reasons we mentioned earlier. There is definitely some luck. There is a bit of an adult theme to it. But as far as deck builders, I like deck builders. They're not my favorite type of game, but it's a solid deck builder that puts a few twists on it. So liking me some Bohemians. Number 17 is going to be Puerto Rico, 1897. I could talk about this game more. This was the deluxe version. I got to play. It was Jeremy's version there, and he had everything. He got all the upgraded buildings. He had the acrylic bakelite tiles. He had all the little crates of food and tobacco and all the stuff that was in it. There's little crates that you put on the ships, and you push the ships out to sail when you're sailing the ships. I'm not a huge fan of Puerto Rico. I like Puerto Rico. It's a good game. It's a very solid game. It's a classic game. But playing this with all the cool stuff definitely was something that put this on the list. Puerto Rico on its own might not have made my list. It may have. Actually, it probably would have been 20. It would have knocked off Popcorn probably. But playing it with all the upgraded stuff definitely gives it a couple of extra points. And it's going to put it at number 17. I can't wait for Carlos to get his version so that I can play it again, because I will play it again. There you go. There's those Puerto Ricans. Anyway.
Okay. I will stop here to say, apparently I was getting emails from Awaken Realms, I think is when I was doing it.
He's eating
Going
in
to
my
your
time.
spam
But it was going into my spam folder.
Oh,
so
really? Oh.
I fixed it, but then apparently you're supposed to hit submit at the bottom, so I paid it like 2 weeks ago, but I never hit the close button to close the pledge. I don't know how these pledges work.
That's annoying.
They took
Honestly,
money
that's
from
annoying.
me.
Yeah.
They took money from me. I thought I was done. You got my money.
That should be done. You took your money.
And it wasn't it. So eventually I had to, I emailed their service provider, and then they told me, no, just hit the complete button. So I hit the complete button, and they're like, so now we're looking at August for you to get
Gotta
your
read
receipt.
all the instructions, Carlos.
So you should have had it a couple
August,
months ago.
really?
Now you're waiting
Yeah.
until August?
Yeah, I'm going to be like the last
You
person
should be
in
like,
the stateside
like,
to get it.
I'm actually Puerto Rican. Like,
You can't do this to me, man.
I have rights. I have rights.
don't be cultural appropriating my people and not send me my game.
Yeah, where's my plantains?
Anyway, all right. So that doesn't count against my time, right? I said quick. Anyway, this is tough for me. Lost Cities, I have not played physically. I put it up here with a little asterisk because it was a BGA only play. I love Lost Cities. Once I play this in real life, IRL, it's going to be way up on my list again. Or if I put it on my small board, because it is a small board game.
We could do it like right when we get home.
Yeah, well, you can just knock that out and cross that bridge.
That's a good son right
knock
there.
That hurdle out. So number 16, it's going to slide to number 16 just because it's only been BGA. Mistborn, the deck builder. First time I've ever played this.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
I'm surprised to hear this.
going to hit my list at 15. Yeah, it is a a good, solid deck builder. It is complex. So that's something I think I mentioned before. Carlos kind of caught onto that and said maybe it's more than he might be wanting in a deck builder. There's a fair amount of text on the cards. You're putting the cards out. You got to remember these things trigger these things. This gives me the ability to do this. I have not read the books. I have never read anything by Brandon Sanderson. I don't know anything about the world other than just a little bit that I've caught over my head that you guys talking about Sanderson stuff. But even without knowing the theme, this was a good deck builder. This was a very solid, very complex, a lot going on, but a fun game. And I felt like when we played it 4-player, we were really poking at each other. You really can target people and mess with
is
people
it like a player
Yes,
PvP?
It is. You got a dial with life points, and you're knocking each other around. So it's
you're absorbing different metallurgies to
spitting
be
them
able to
out.
spit out the powers
Yep. And you're affecting different people, and you can block things, and you can get allies and put them in the way, kind of like Star Realms,
Yep.
where they have to attack the ally first. There's 2 different levels of allies. There's one that they have to attack, and then there's one that they can optionally attack. They give you better abilities, so sometimes they want to take that out. So yeah, it's
okay.
Add this to his purchase list.
Listen,
Yeah.
I am on record. The Mistborn series to me was better than the Thunder and Lightning. What's the name of that one? The basic one.
I don't know my Sandersons.
All
Yeah.
it is, I mean,
The
I'm
main
not-
Sanderson one.
I haven't read a lot of Sanderson. You've read them all. I've read barely any.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was. I liked it. And if I play it again, I could see it edging higher. I don't think it would shoot up way higher on my list, but I think it could be a mid-teens game. It could hang around in there if I had a chance to play it again. Eventually, it'll slip off if I don't play it again, though. So
Stormlight. That's what I'm thinking of.
Stormlight
The Stormlight
Chronicles.
series.
Yeah.
The Stormlight Chronicles one or the Stormlight series one. That one to me, I enjoy the Mistborn better.
okay. And it seemed like a cool. I mean, the art and stuff on the cards is pretty cool. It seemed like a good setting.
Good book.
All right. War Chest is another one of these. I've only played it online. Great game. It's going to slide to 14 for me just because it's been BGA only. Raccoon Tycoon. Ooh, boy, this is going to be a tough one. My next one, just to throw it out there, Moon Colony Bloodbath.
Oh, that's a fun one.
That's what we're hoping
good
doesn't
one.
happen soon.
Yeah. Have you played this, Wayne?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
did you? Where did you play
It
this?
I played it the end of last year
Where at? Was it?
at my house. I had a game day with my buddies, and
Somebody brought it over, or you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
own it, do you?
I don't own it, but I can
Oh,
get
okay.
a copy of it. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this was fun. This is
yeah.
was yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot of fun.
I keep saying punch each other in the face. You're not really punching each other in the face. The game is punching everybody in the face.
Everybody, yeah. The
constantly.
game is literally a punching machine that will punch you in the face and the crotch and the stomach and the back and the kidneys and the.
So this isn't normally my kind of game just because of that. I mean, it's pretty mindless. You're flipping a card. Everybody deals with the problem. You every now and then, well, I can't say every now and then. I think it's 4 times through the deck each time. You get to actually make a choice on doing one of 5 actions or something. So you are collecting some resources to buy cards or to feed your people or whatever. But this is one of those. The game is eventually going to knock out everybody except for one person. So this
You're
is
the-
last man
yeah.
standing.
Yeah. You're
ahead.
the little Dutch boy putting his fingers in the holes.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the,
plugging the-
You basically just trying to
Plugging the
build
dike.
enough resources and
Am I
people.
allowed to say that?
Huh?
Am I allowed to say plug in the dike? Yeah.
It's
I
after,
don't-
it's after 10. You're fine.
After 10 o'clock? Okay. My son may not
It's
know
good.
what a dike is, but
Oh,
anyway.
I'm aware.
It's this is like the ship is sinking. Like it's going to
Yeah.
go
Oh, yeah.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't want to be the last one.
The robots are taking over, and they're going to
You
start. At
don't
first, they're
have
helping
to
you.
outrun the bear. You just have to,
to
outrun everyone.
Outrun the
else.
slowest person. Yeah, there you go. So, mindless fun, but it was fun. I liked it. The theme setting on.
I'm just stunned that
Yeah.
it's a guy from Dominion.
Same guy that did it?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Vaccarino?
Vaccarino?
like it just seems so completely off from
his style.
I don't know if I'd put it above Raccoon Tycoon, but yeah.
It's going to be right there underneath it for me. So,
I like how Wayne called him out on that
Oh
one.
no, yeah, no, it's got below it, so that's going at 13. Raccoon Tycoon is at 12. I got to figure out where to slot these last 2 in. Raccoon Tycoon is going to slide to 12, so it's going to be above Moon Colony Bloodbath. Next, I've got on my list Veil of Eternity was at 9. Ooh, this is getting tough. I'm going to slide Veil of Eternity down to 11. Great game. I picked up a copy this year.
Very good game.
Wayne is going to not like this. Pulsar 2849. So it was 8 on my list. I mean, it's still going to be in my top 10 because it can't slide any worse than 10. Oh, this is a tough one.
It can. It can slide worse than 10.
Well, it can later, but not tonight. It's not going to go there late tonight. Okay. So Australis. This is the next one on my list. This is aquatic themed. This is how to describe it. It's a blend of a bunch of different little mechanisms. It's got dice rolling and drafting. You're rolling a big old handful of dice, and you're slotting them into different. There's different colors where they go to different areas for different actions. But then they have all different faces to them. So you're drafting them and trying to grab the good ones first. Some of them allow you to move along a track. Some of them allow you to take more of a resource. Some of them allow you to place coral into area control.
Coral.
Yeah, coral. Area control areas of the board where you're trying to win area control to get points at the end of every round. There's a lot going on. There's cards that give you abilities that are 5 different colors, and so you can only have like one yellow card, one purple card, but they all allow you to do a different part of the game more efficiently. You are collecting these schools of fish, as if people who can watch at home there was a school of fish. You're collecting those. At the end of the game, the more fish you have, you get more points, but you've got to be able to feed your school at the end of every round or the fish go away. I don't want to say die. I think they just swim away, but whatever. So you're having to manage this.
You got a floater.
Exactly. There's lots of different paths to victory. It's very simple to learn, very light. I would say borderline family weight, maybe just a little more complex. A kid can play it, but to really do well, you've got to do that drafting. But it's got a lot of stuff that I like in it, and that aquatic theme really does a lot for me.
And the way they did the artwork for the aquatic theme, I like it much better than even like Finspan. Like Finspan to me was
really
just
pretty.
Yeah.
Just pointing out that overall rank 4,799.
Oh, yeah.
It's same. One of the designers is the co-designer of Toy Battle.
What's that rated? What?
Pulsar is
306
rated
for Pulsar?
306,
Yeah.
and Australis is 4,799.
Yeah. Well, Australia's just came out. I mean, this is a brand new game, so it's got a little.
2024.
Yeah. Oh, is it 2024? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was last year.
It's new to Rod.
Oh, yeah, it's new to me. But I want to say they had it. This was one of their play-in wins. So a lot of their play-in wins were newer games.
Nah,
but
I'm just messing with you, man.
Okay.
It
But
sounds
it's
like
one
a
of the
good game.
designers from Toy Battles, Zucchini. He was a co-designer of Toy
Alessandro
Battles.
Zucchini?
Zucchini.
Alessandro
Alessandro
Is that
Zucchini.
really it? I thought you were messing around, messing with his last name. But
No,
all
it
right.
is zucchini.
All right, you're gonna convince me then to this Pulsar and this we're fighting. I'll put it at 10.
Wow.
I'll put it at 10. for
Don't-
now.
don't-
You're gonna let
Wow.
the public shape
gonna-
your opinion.
Well, Pulsar was really good.
I'm gonna let you get him, Arlen.
That's
Pulsar was really
crazy.
good. Yeah, so.
And how dare you call
I
Wayne
mean,
public?
I know. Well, it's not even. He brought up the
He's a large
numbers.
man, but he's not that big.
I mean,
He is the public.
this guy more than anyone
All of the
I know.
like the other people.
It's the same thing with him with movies. If the public likes it, it's probably higher on his list.
Yeah.
He just loves being
Well,
with the people.
I do. I like being the majority.
I want to be
Rob,
where the
man of
people are.
Rob, the man of the people.
Voice of the people. There you go. All right, so now we're getting. This is going to be tough. Fromaggio, the new fromage. I got to play this. This was maybe the first game I played at Sobo. They had this in their hot games area. Yes, Southern Board Game Festival has a hot games area. There were 5 or 6 games. Magical Athlete was there. Fromaggio. They had several new games. The new version of Magical Athlete. But Fromaggio is going to be the next one I got to rank here. And so I got Biblios right now at number 7. Biblios is going to slide. Biblios is a great game, but Fromaggio. This, just real quick, Fromaggio, for those who have played Fromage, this one is interchangeable. Fromaggio is definitely a slight step more complex than Fromage. And so it is definitely a little more thinky, and it is maybe I'm just more familiar with Fromage because I've played it a bunch online. But Fromaggio seemed like you had to think a little bit more about placement, about where you put things, how you did things. Overall, the gameplay is exactly the same, and there is a wild cheese, and there's a wild, it's a platinum spots on the board that when you put them there, you don't get them until your worker comes all the way around back to you. So it actually it's 4 turns to get back to you, but they give you bonuses just for placing there. So it's really high risk, high reward if you can wait for it to come all the way around to you. So it's really added just a couple little touches and a little bit more thinkiness. And so I like my complex stuff. So Star Wars: The Deck Builder, This hurts. It's going to slide to 7. Formaggio is going to go up here at 6. Yeah, it's hard for me, even though I've only played Ultimate Railroads, Russian Railroads only online this year. I'm going to keep it at 5, Bunny Kingdom at 4, Ark Nova at 3, Draft and Write Records at 2, and Shackleton Base at 1. So just real quick from top to bottom, Shackleton Base, Draft and Write Records, Ark Nova, Bunny Kingdom, Ultimate Railroads, Russian Railroads, whatever. Formaggio at 6, Star Wars The Deck Builder 7, 8, Biblios, Pulsar 2849. Running out the top 10 is Australis, Veil of Eternity, Raccoon Tycoon, Moon Colony Bloodbath, War Chest, Mistborn, the Deck Builder game, Lost Cities, Puerto Rico 1897, the nice shiny deluxe edition, Bohemians at 18, Mlem at 19, and my top 20 rounds out with Popcorn. That's my list for 2026, 3 months in.
All right, Arby, is there anything on here that you disagree with or move around?
Wrong.
I mean, tons of things.
Oh,
always.
Big surprise. We don't have enough time for that. Show's wrapping up. It's 11 o'clock, folks. Thanks for joining us.
I am shocked you have Bunny Kingdom so high, though.
I like Bunny Kingdom a lot.
Bunny Kingdom's really fun. I love it.
Wayne introduced me to the Bunny Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because I know Emmy does have that opposite take of us. She's not in love with it. She'll play it,
Yeah.
but especially with the
Screw her. What does she know? She's probably watching. Hi, Amy. She's probably
but
watching.
especially
Poppy
with
loves you.
The expansion. Emmy hates that rainbow.
I don't like the
expansion.
expansion. Yeah, I'm
She
not a fan.
hates
the whole
it.
cloud thing.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure I fully understand it.
I don't either. I don't even know
but
what all the spaces
Emmy
up there do.
hates
Yeah.
it. She
It's like
hates
it's
playing it.
unnecessary. I bought
Yeah.
it, but I'm like, that's unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer it
like
without it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few cool cards in it that I like.
Yes.
But that whole cloud thing, yeah, I don't understand that other world up there. Yep. Anyway. So that's it. Bunny Kingdom, you're
I mean, I haven't played too many of the other ones.
yeah,
on
I know.
the
He
list,
doesn't game a whole lot,
unfortunately.
so yeah.
But Ark Nova's a good shout. I love that one.
Yeah,
I
it's
think the Pulsar. You would enjoy Pulsar.
yeah, I think Arby probably would. He's just learned. I just taught both of my oldest two. I borrowed, thanks to Carlos. I borrowed
Castle of Burgundy.
Castles of Burgundy.
yeah.
And so I taught it to my two older kids, and I think they're both enjoying it because we finished a game on BGA, and at least one of them immediately put in for the rematch, so they wanted
we
to play it
finished it
again.
yet?
So yeah, we finished the first
Oh,
game.
that's right, we
So we started
did.
the second. Yeah,
That game was really close. I was actually shocked. We
Yeah.
were all within, I think, 10 points of each other at the end of it.
I'm not going easy on you the second one though. I told you.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
This guy.
This guy. Yeah.
You don't know what
Anyway,
easy is.
I finished second in the first one. Just saying. You know.
But yeah, if you like Castle of Burgundy, there's a lot of similarities with Pulsar, and yeah, it's good.
But yeah, that's my list. I don't know how much we're. Just
Well, we have
after
enough time
11,
for
so-
each of us to hit one last topic, either OGG or in the news or Twig that really mattered to you. We'll do that. We'll go around the horn for that. So, Rob, I know that you, or Wayne, did you have any OGG or Twig or in the news that you really wanted to hit this episode?
OGG. No, I haven't. So I started watching One Piece.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah.
The live action.
Yeah, the live action one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I can get down with you wanting to get on board with that.
Yeah.
I-
I
if
mean,
you
What
told
is
me you
this?
started watching-
What is this?
It's one of the longest running animes out there.
There's
it's
how
still
many
running
thousands
today.
of
There's,
episodes?
yes, there's over
This says
1,000
one.
episodes.
One Piece?
It's
ONE
ONEPIECE.
Yeah.
It's about pirates.
You've seen it before.
Don't get Ian started. He's
Yeah,
trying to walk
youngest
over
son's
here.
over here
Like
dancing around.
he loves that
He's-
show, but it
loves
is
it, yeah.
just from what I hear. If you can really get into it, I hear some parts of it get slow.
Yeah.
but
I'm about
it's
four or
just
five,
so
four or five
big.
episodes in, and so I'm watching the live action Netflix version of it, and it's entertaining. Like it's fun. Like so, it's Pirates of the Caribbean meets like fantasy world, right? So there's more fantasy aspects of it. So it's entertaining. I gotta.
It's
say
very
that. Like,
goofy. Very
it's goofy. You have to enjoy that like Nickelodeon feel. Like
Is it what age of crowd is it geared at? Is it adult at all, or is it all kiddie? Or
it's
It's
kind of-
somewhere in between.
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm
somewhere
gonna be
in between.
honest,
It's like
because it's got some of those jokes that a lot of Nickelodeon shows have, where like the kids they're not gonna get them.
right,
I love my SpongeBob jokes.
Exactly. It's
Right.
kind of tailored to that sort of audience.
like
I'd
live
say,
action,
especially with how long it's been around now, it definitely does hit with a slightly older audience. But I'd say it's probably aimed towards people in their late teens to like late 20s.
slightly older? Yeah.
Yeah, but for
All
me, I'm an anime guy. I like the silliness of it. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean meets SpongeBob, so I'm enjoying it. That's really the only thing new I've watched recently, other than The Pit, which I'm fascinated with. I watched it like left and right. Such a good show.
Well, that's what's going to be one of mine is The Pit. I just started watching it. I'm
you started
3
watching it?
episodes in. Yeah, 3 episodes in.
How good is it, Rob?
Yeah, it's good. It
really good.
moves fast. That's why my wife
my God,
sat down today and started watching it with me, and so I stopped about 10 times to be like, okay, well, this is what's going on with this one. This is what's going on with this one. I said, but you gotta be ready to go because this show moves. It doesn't sit.
Each
wait.
episode is 1 hour of a shift of an ER, and it goes so quick. And so you're 3 episodes in on season 1.
Yep.
Oh my God, dude! I can't wait.
I got a long way to go. Yeah, I got a long way to go.
No, but I can't wait to season season 1, episode 6, 7, 8 is
Okay.
holy shit, and then the last couple episodes, I just can't wait for you to get to those because we'll have to talk about them because there are some storylines that are just heart-wrenchingly I'm a dude. I fully admit there was a lot of times in season 1 where I busted crying. I was like, oh my God, this is messing me up. I can't, it hurt. There's some episodes that hurt in this show. It's good. So I'm excited that you're watching that. Carlos, you got to watch it, man. It's good.
Before I do my one OGG thing, did we all watch Project Hail Mary yet?
No.
I have not. No.
Okay.
When you haven't
I
seen
You're
it.
the
have to
only
wait.
one, Carlos.
I
You're the
guess
only one.
I'll wait.
My wife wants to see it, so we were actually going to see it this Tuesday because Tuesday we have the AMC Tuesdays half price or whatever, and we were going to see it last Tuesday, but we did pandemic Tuesday night, so I couldn't do it. So if I don't schedule something this Tuesday, we're going to go see it this Tuesday.
I loved it.
I might go see it this weekend. Yeah,
Totally worth it. All right, we'll wait. We'll save it. So I'll bring up Jury Duty. Jury Duty, I was in North Carolina for that trial work I was doing, and the attorneys I was with were talking about it. We binged it. Wifey and I got through the whole first season this past week, and it was worth it. It's a fun. It's so over the top. It's a punked styled show, like a Truman Show, where one person is a mark and everyone else is an actor, and it's a whole trial that's going on. So this guy gets selected for actually he auditions to be on a jury pool for a documentary that's happening for this judge's final trial after 38 years of service. So they had people audition for it. So they do the jury selection, and he ends up being on the trial, and it's just him spending, I think it was 12 days sequestered with this jury, and he's so endearing. The Mark, great series, Jury Duty. It's the same folks that made The Office that did this. So it's kind of that style of comedy.
Sure.
The one thing I'll spoil, which is hilarious, is the Mark is sitting there, and another actor who's playing like another juror. He's like, "Hey, how do I get out of this? Like, what do people say to get out of this?" And the Mark is like, okay, so I saw this episode of Family Guy where Peter pretended to be racist, but don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Really?
So when they're doing the boudoir, where they're asking the boudoir, where they're asking the questions of the jury to kind of get figure out who they are and who they're picking. The kid stands up, the actor stands up, he tries to give his excuse, and they're like, nah. He goes, I'm also racist. But then he looks over at the guy, the Mark, and the Mark's look at him like, no.
Don't look at me,
don't do
that. That's funny. Yeah, that's good.
It's I won't spoil anymore. Go watch it. Jury Duty, really funny.
Nice. Real quick, I'll pull RB in for a second one, but just two of them real quick here. So one is Jackal. I'm not going to get into it because Wayne's talked about the Jackal a lot.
Yes,
I've
so
watched
good.
a couple more episodes. I think we've got 3 more left or something.
Okay.
So we're getting to where stuff's starting to quickly
good?
escalate, and yeah, it's good. So it's good stuff. The wife is she's kind of still on the edge of not knowing what he's all about, and suspects all kinds of stuff, and she's gotten upset because she thinks she's lying and all the stuff he's telling her now. And so so you got that at home story, you've got the whole murder for hire assassin story.
Yep.
You've got the mafia guys, the guy who makes the guns, and he's gone and helped him make the gun, and the guy gets so all
Have
that
you
stuff.
done the boat one yet? Where he's on the
I
boat?
don't think so. I don't remember boat.
Oh,
No,
okay. All
not
right.
quite there yet.
There's an assassination where he's
Is it
making
the
a
Day
shot
of the
from a boat.
Jackal?
Yeah, the Day of the Jackal. That's it. Yeah, you got it there.
So good.
Yeah, it is good. So it's got Newt's commander in there as the lead.
Yep.
Whatever his name is.
Jeremy Redmayne.
Yeah,
or-
there's it. Redmayne. Yeah.
I think it's Red.
It's
Maybe not
something-
Jeremy. It was Redmayne's the last
Eddie
name.
Redmayne?
Eddie Redmayne. There you go.
Redmayne,
That's
yeah,
it.
there
Yeah,
we go.
Redmayne is it.
He's
So
so
yeah,
good in it.
he does a good job. He's kind of seems like a doofus to me a little bit, but then this one, well, and I've watched him in the Wondrous
Harry Potter
Creatures
stuff,
and all the Harry Potter stuff, and so he was kind of a doofus there, but here he's a real serious actor, and he comes off pretty well. He's
Doofus.
He's believable. Well, whatever. But the second one, real quick, and I'm going to pull RB in just briefly. We don't have to get far into this. I have told y'all, I've been talking about this for a year or more now, that RB, my son and I, have been watching Vikings. And so I know y'all were way past this. Y'all watched this years ago, and you told me all about it. And so we have we're almost at the end of season. Was it 3 or 4?
I think 3 because it's 6 total.
All right, 6 total. So we're coming up on the end of it, season 3. We've got 20 episodes in the last season, 20 episodes in the one before. This was the first full 20 episode season, which to me seems ridiculous. 20 episodes in a season.
Yeah, this is where it gets crazy.
Ragnar just died. I mean,
Yeah,
I couldn't believe they killed off
that's-
Ragnar. So spoiler, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Is it
It's
worth
kinda-
watching?
it's kinda where I signed off.
2013 to now. I think we're okay.
This
Is
is
it
kind of
worth-
where I signed off of the show. Actually,
I was gonna say, is it worth watching 40 more episodes with
No.
Ragnar dead? I really
really.
feel like I haven't watched anything. I think he died in our last episode, or we watched one more. Maybe
We
watched
watched one more since because
But it's like
Yeah.
without Ragnar, is
I
it really
kinda-
worth watching? Carlos, you
kinda
watched the whole
signed
thing?
off.
I don't know if I've watched it all, and it's probably that. This
Oh,
when
yeah. All right. So that's when everybody bails.
no, it's
Kinda
got to
where
be
I
worth
failed,
watching
yeah.
after this point.
there was like a point of Walking Dead, and I can't remember the exact episode
Jump
where I
on
was
the
like,
shark,
I'm
I'm
done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of that
Sure.
moment here.
Yep. I'm with
Okay,
you.
well, that was gonna be my big thing. I was gonna pull RB in just for a little bit of conversation to see whether we should continue watching. But if you both gave up on it, I guess you don't know how the last 40
No,
episodes go.
I do. I definitely didn't go that far, but I did stick around for after that because the legless son, boneless.
Yeah, you
well,
called
they
them
call them
boneless or whatever.
boneless.
Boneless.
Ivar.
Ivar.
Yeah.
It goes deeper into the history too with
Well,
that.
that's what I'm saying. We've got to keep watching for that part.
Well, and then there's the follow-up show. There's they've done one post show. They've done one
I
pre-show.
think they just announced another follow-up
Yeah.
show is supposed to be coming out now. So
There's more in this universe.
Ivar started he started growing on me, kind of like a wart would grow on you, but still
Yeah,
growing
yeah.
on me after after
Yeah.
Ragnar died.
Okay.
So I did watch some of that after, but it got to a point where it was like, okay, now I'm kind of bored.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll watch.
But that
for
was a
little
long
longer.
time ago. That was like 10 years ago.
Maybe it's got better since then.
It aged like fine cheese.
I don't know. We'll keep watching a little ways and see if you want to keep watching the Derby. But
But
yeah,
it'd be good
just-
to know that
um,
if you keep watching and you go, okay, I get like, because honestly, I did stop watching right after that, and so
Yeah.
if you watch a little bit more and you go, okay, it still's good, then maybe I'll go back and rewatch it.
I mean, it's got to be good. They made follow-up shows.
Yeah,
Like,
like
they
I
wouldn't
say-
have been able to do that if they did 2 seasons that sucked and people were like,
I don't
not
know. We're on like
engaged.
Minions 15,
Well,
right?
I
they
don't
make
know.
follow-up
People
stuff.
love
And
those,
Walking
though.
Dead. I mean, you got
That's
the
the
Daryl
thing.
story. You got all
Yeah,
the Walking Dead
has
spinoffs. and-
spiraled, man.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
all
never
crap.
even watched the Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, there's Fear Walking Dead. There was one.
And
with the
actually, I
kids.
stopped watching The Walking Dead like maybe there's 10 seasons of Walking Dead. I probably stopped in season 7.
Right.
I watched a lot of it. I didn't. I know it was the last full season. I definitely did not watch, and I think I watched up to like a half a season before that. So, but yeah, I watched quite a bit of it. But it did go downhill.
But I like history shows.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I
would
don't know.
say
It's,
Net-
but
Net-
it's so that question with those long shows is like either they end on a good note that gets you
they
good,
just
or
peter out.
they fall off
When Rick
into
died, that's
terrible.
Sorry, Walking Dead. That's what a lot of people gave up after they killed off Rick. A lot of people. I know my wife was. She.
I don't even think I made it that far.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
know Rick died.
Oh yeah.
But they,
yeah.
they didn't
Damn.
he's not really. But they didn't really.
He's not dead. They
Yeah.
fly him
Spoiler
off on a
alert, he's not
helicopter
really
dead.
and-
Leaves the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is
he,
the idea.
he leaves the
The,
show, but
um,
he comes back at the very, very, very end, from what I understand,
I
the
am
last
excited
episode
that
or something.
Netflix just dropped the latest 28 years later movie, The Bone Temple.
Oh yeah,
I'll be watching that after the show tonight.
is that the one that was the series that was like 28 minutes? or
Yes.
28
So there's
seconds?
28 days later, then
20
there's
days.
28
Weeks.
weeks later,
Weeks.
then there's
Months.
28 years later, and now there's 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
28 years later.
later.
Even
Yeah,
later.
later. It's good stuff.
After
28 years later. 28 years later is still probably 28 weeks later is still probably the best zombie movie
28 weeks, you think?
I haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
28 days was so groundbreaking to me.
28 days. That's right. 28 days later.
Oh.
It was so groundbreaking to me.
Oh my god, it's phenomenal. That's
That was the
time
first
you
one?
heard-
Yes.
The fast, the first one, but the fast zombies. And
Yes,
the
that was
rage.
so
Oh
scary.
my god, it's so scary.
I haven't seen them yet.
Runners, man.
You haven't seen any of those, really?
I haven't seen any of
We're,
them.
we're just
Oh.
not horror movie.
My wife doesn't do
zombie
horror at all.
movie
See, I don't do.
I'm not a horror
but
movie person, but I like
I
zombies.
like
Well,
zombies.
Emmy
Yeah,
is,
I'm with
but-
Carlos. Carlos and I are the same. I don't like horror movies, but I like zombie movies.
My
Yes.
wife won't do anything with jump scares.
Yeah,
she jumps
yeah.
at everything.
Anything
28
that's
days
remotely
later will
scary.
definitely jump scare you.
Okay, yeah,
Not her
she
thing.
will not watch it. Yeah.
But
Anyway.
you have it is Cillian Murphy's first big role.
I forgot
No.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
that Cillian Murphy is the protagonist, and the villain is the first Doctor Who, the first of the new Doctor Who. What's his name?
Don't know Doctor
Who?
Who at all. Yeah, who? Who are you talking about?
Who? Christopher Eccleston is
Okay.
the villain, and because really, in most zombie movies, it's not the zombie that's the villain; it's another human.
Right. The zombies just bring us out as we really are.
Something like that.
28 Days Later is
Uh-huh.
really good, Rob. You should see it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yes. It just had this grittiness to it. This.
Oh yeah. And the
Yeah.
fact that like there's a scene where Cillian Murphy's character is walking through London, and it's like downtown London, right by the Big Ben, and it's like zombie apocalypse. There's not a single person in the streets, and it's not CGI. It's legitimate.
Right.
Like,
They
there's-
actually
they
legitimately on a
actually
Saturday
legitimately-
shut the whole thing down.
Yeah, like
Mm.
20 city blocks in London, they just shut
Crazy.
it down. Like there's not a person, and so it's like a real life shot of like one person walking through downtown London. So
Oh,
it's like,
cool.
yeah, things that would never happen today for 200, Alex.
Yeah, I think. Too expensive.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, that gets us more than a big episode there.
Yeah, a little over 2 hours. Yeah.
210.
Thank you, Wayne, for joining. Arby,
Yeah.
you hung out the entire time. I know that we have a game of
SETI.
SETI that we're gonna finish here.
so they can get the SETI. I understand.
We're gonna get to SETI and wrap up our game so we can figure out where it's gonna land on our board.
I got to go home and play Lost Cities, too. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Dinner break in between.
Next time we're gonna get together is next Thursday. We're gonna get back to our Twig, our in the news, and some OGG updates. I'm hoping you guys can get in some Project Hail Mary because it is so good. I really want to talk about
Well,
it. but I
and
don't
or
wanna
we
spoil it.
pre-show gaming. Hopefully, we can get a game in and maybe play one of our
That'd be
lists.
nice.
of-
Yeah.
Something space. Come on, guys! Like Project
something.
Hail Mary, and then the Artemis out there. Like
Yeah.
space.
I'm down.
Pulsar. I'm thinking Pulsar. Let's play
Pulsar.
Pulsar?
Pulsar.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Let's do it.
I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob.
I'm Wayne.
And this was Arby.
There you go.
Another great episode, fellas. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks for watching the Beans and Dice podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Shut that up.